coaching elite sport. It's going to be one of the toughest gigs in the world, doesn't it? But we love that we can bring you the best access, the inside scoop of the tactical minds of the coaches. And as you heard from Tanya Ops there, a little rev up every now and again doesn't hurt either. Let's hear from the Thunderbirds coach now. She's standing by with Sue.
Well, how good to be down on court with the brains trust of this team. Tanya Ops, firstly, congratulations on making a grand final for the first time in the club's last 10 years. Extraordinary. Can you believe you're about to play the Swiss for the third time in 4 weeks?
Look, yes, you know, it was 50-50 last week, wasn't it? So here we go again with the Swifts, and we're really proud to be here, and, you know, our supporters is great, but it's a job still to do in this next 60 minutes.
I know you've been extremely good tactically this year, and at times you've held that card fairly close to your chest. How much more do you need to show today, or is it really just about the tactics we've already used? They just have to come to fruition today.
Yeah, look, we'll have a look at what's happening out on the court. You know, some things we'll be looking for. If they don't eventuate, then we won't make some changes. If we feel like we need to do something that we haven't seen before, then we'll do that as well. We're not going to die wondering today.
Tan, how did you get here? How did they get here?
Belief. They believe. We've been on a journey, and this year, you know, we've got some great characters in this team, and they want to get this job done.
All the best, mate.
Cheers. Thanks.
Well, from one coach that is about to experience the biggest day of her life, I tell you what, to another one, Bianca, who's been here twice before and been successful both times.
Bryony, you're an experienced campaigner. You've won it twice before. Does that change how you prepare for the game today?
No, not at all. I think it just gives me a sense of calm that what our week had to look like and what we had to execute. So just it's exciting.
It's been a little bit tough to get a win against the Thunderbirds this season. So what has been the focus this week to try and nail it tonight?
Yeah, I certainly think we've had moments in both those games that we lost that we're 5 and 6 ahead. So it's, you know, going back and looking what worked for us and then putting that back into play and just doing the simple things well.
We know all over the court you make a lot of changes, but very tactically, mind you. Is that the game plan as well? Bring on the changes when you think you need them?
Yeah, I certainly think I'll just read the game. They're not pre-prepared, so I'll read the game, see what we need, and then, you know, we know that we've got the confidence in those girls to come on.
Describe your team for me in one word. How did you get here?
Grind. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really do appreciate your time. We love being down here courtside. Back to you, Han.
We love being in the thick of the action, don't we? Centre pass, ladies and gentlemen, is moments away. Bryony Akel said the Swifts, they have been grinders in 2023. Tanya Ops said, we won't die wondering tonight. We arrive on grand final night with all the belief in the world that they can break a 10-year drought. Where will this game be won tonight?
Yeah, for me, it's the Power 5. We've seen in recent weeks the teams that can nail the super shot will win the game. So for me, it's going to happen in that Power 5.
Look, I don't not agree with you. I believe that it's going to come down to that as well, but I also feel like it's going to be who can stand up to the pressure, not just of a grand final, but when this gets close and tight at the end of the 60 minutes, which I feel like it's going to be very close at the end of.
Grand finals, ladies, as you know, can come down to moments, a split-second decision or indecision. Who's the player that stands up when it gets hot out there?
For the Thunderbirds, I think it's got to be Elle Cardwell. She's proven it all season. She's the one that they look to. She's a natural leader. I think she'll be it for the Thunderbirds.
Let's go, guys! On to Smith!
Thunderbirds, she's going to come through with a screaming intercept or 10 when she needs them.
What about for the Swifts?
The New South Wales Swifts, there's probably a few of them. Definitely Helen Housebidder, but I also feel like Paige Hadley needs to stand up and deliver in this grand final.
When we think about the emotions that they would be feeling as they take to their seats the last sip of water, Kath, before they run out on court, what is that feeling like?
They'll be nervous. I think they'll be very excited. The thing is, once you step onto the court and the whistle blows, you forget about this massive crowd. You forget about it being grand final day. You get stuck into what you've been doing at training, what you've been doing all year, and that is playing great netball. They'll be focusing on the little things, not the end result.
As you said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whatever the teams did to arrive on grand final night has worked in season 2023 for them. The moment is almost upon us, but before I let you go, I need a final prediction. Who will be our 2023 champion, Em?
I'm going for the Thunderbirds by 2.
Oh, She's straight to it. I think it's going to be close as well, the New South Wales Swifts by 4.
Looking forward to getting to centre pass in a little moment. We, of course, have it live and exclusive on Fox Netball, John Cain Arena. It's swelling, isn't it, ladies? It is a sellout. You can feel the lights have gone down. The action is starting to heat up. We can't wait to see how this game shakes out tonight. If the Thunderbirds win, the championship trophy goes back to Adelaide for the first time in 10 years. If it heads to Sydney, that'll be the third premiership in 5 years under Bryony Akel's tenure. Centre pass is next, ladies and gentlemen, but first, it's time now for our Welcome to Country.
We now ask everyone who is able to be upstanding for a Welcome to Country to be conducted by Wurundjeri Elder of the Kulin Nations, Arnie Joy Murphy. This will be followed by the Australian National Anthem to be performed by Monica Oriole.
Happy NAIDOC Week, everyone. We're very pleased to join you on our weekend of celebration. Thank you. And very pleased that, of course, we're here tonight for this wonderful grand final between fabulous teams of the Thunderbirds and Swifts. And can I please pay my congratulations to them and wish both teams the best. We are the Wurundjeri people, the traditional people of this land, my father's land, and it's always such an honour to be able to welcome you to his country. We're known as the Managum people, and these leaves are our gift to you. I'll take a leaf from this branch, accepting this, and we hope that you do. It means that you are welcome to everything, from the tops of the trees to the roots of the earth. And in that, I'd like to acknowledge all ancestors, elders and communities across our great nation and neighbouring islands. And to each and every one of you out there, I want to acknowledge your belonging, your culture and your family. So from this gift, we say that you will join us now. Join with us to honour the spirits of our ancestors who have nurtured this very land for thousands of years. We wish everyone a great night. I'm sure we'll see a great game. Our language is the Woy Wurrung, Wominjakar, Wurundjabalak, Yemen, Kundibik, and you are most welcome to the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri Woy Wurrung people. Nojkanwa.
Well, there you go. Auntie Joy Murphy and then Monica Oriole, the national anthem. And I tell you what, the excitement in John Cain Arena at the moment is absolutely electric. The last moments now for both sides to prepare grand final day, a very long season of netball, and it comes right down to this. Joining me in commentary, none other than the lady in red tonight, Catherine Cox, on our sideline. Well, a former Adelaide Thunderbird player in Emily Beaton. Cap, are you ready?
I'm so ready for this. I was born ready for this, Sue Gordian. The two best teams made it through to the grand final. It's such a fitting result for this brilliant Saturday night out.
All right, into our Woolworths team cards for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Kath, take me through it.
Well, the big change is, of course, the captain, Hannah Petty, starting in the middle, has spent time coming on as an impact player. She gets to start and lead her team into the biggest day in the domestic calendar. And she's going to have a big job on her hands as we see the Adelaide Thunderbirds come out at the moment.
So there they are onto the court. 4 titles to their club's history. 1998, 99, 2010, and then 10 years ago in 2013. And gee, hasn't Adelaide been waiting for this moment. Hannah Petty and the 45 family members got the biggest cheer when she came out onto the court. What do they deliver this evening? Matilda Garrett. Well, Kath, they look like they're enjoying themselves already. That's the way to enter the court, relaxed and ready.
Well and truly, and there's been so much talk about what a close-knit side they are. You can see that. You can see it in their warm-up, running around, giving heart symbols to each other as well. Thoroughly enjoying this contest, and it hasn't even started.
And what about their opponents tonight, the New South Wales Swifts? Gee, they're a proud club, aren't they? An extraordinary history, playing for their 8th title tonight. Let's take a look at the Woolworths lineup for the New South Wales Swifts.
Well, it's a lineup that has been rock solid for them for the majority of the season. The co-captain sitting in there at wing attack and centre Paige Hadley, Maddie Proud. Both of these coaches, though, will go to the bench, so expect to see all of the players, particularly the superstar, the youngster Sophie Fawns, when it comes to that Power 5 time.
They will be playing for their 3rd premiership in 5 years. It will make them one of the most successful sides across the National League era, but the most successful side in Suncorp Super Netball history. They've had some close ones this year, the New South Wales Swifts. 4 games they've won by a solitary goal. Does that happen again here tonight? Well, folks, there's little Woolworths net set go. Our little leader, Ivy Johnson, making her way out onto the court. Delivers the ball, and we are set to go on the biggest day of the netball calendar. Suncorp Super Netball Premiership title, not far away. And it is right here, right now, the whistle gets us underway. The Adelaide Thunderbirds will head to your right of screen. Hannah Petty, their captain, the nod in the middle tonight. They were 7th cap in season 2022, and they play for a title this year.
Crazy turnaround, isn't it? One of the biggest that you're going to see, but already loving what I'm seeing up this attack line. So much mobility, and it's Maddie Turner that wants to put a stop to it early.
Georgie Hoare just been terrific so far this season and across the finals. And there's the first penalty. It will go against Turner. Dwan will look to offload. Look at the strength of Cardwell in the circle. Eleanor Cardwell contracted the biggest signing of season 2023, and she slots the first goal here on grand final evening.
Worth every single penny was the signing of Eleanor Cardwell. What a difference she's made to this Adelaide Thunderbirds side.
The minor premiers with ball in hand. Oh, gee, the first player hits the deck. Who else is it? None other.
Maddie Proud loves the floorboards. Loves the contest too, so that won't shake her. That'll just roll it up. Here she is on the Harvey Norman replay. Big army roll to finish.
And there's Romelda Aiken-George. Gee, wouldn't she have a number of fans, should I say, throughout the country? We're loving to see her here on grand final day. Gorgeous, good space, good vision, finds Petty.
Well, it was a lucky ball to get through. You could see Hannah Petty pointing elsewhere. She knew the dangers of that cross-court ball, but Elle Cardwell, the thumbs up, she liked it.
So confident start by first-timers, the Adelaide Thunderbirds in Suncorp Super Netball Premierships. No Captain Hadley forced to go backwards. Here's this Thunderbirds defence. Delaying.
Well, delayed almost long enough, didn't they? Just want to get the Swifts to the point of forcing a ball through, and you saw how close Shamira Sterling was to a tip on that one.
Oh, great change of direction, the third effort. Now, Georgie Hoare just finds the ball. Adelaide playing with some real confidence forward, Kath.
Plenty of options too. They're not scared to use the width of the court. You've seen Cardwell up the middle, the mix-up in the shooting end, and looking pretty slick early. 2 thumbs up from Elle Cardwell early in this game.
Hadley again, so the depth being stopped here. We spoke about that in the opener, how good the New South Wales Swifts are of getting depth. Fraser. Again, Hadley, there's nothing on offer. She's forced to go backwards.
It's exactly what we were looking at pre-game. The box defence that the Adelaide Thunderbirds do. They make sure they're man-on-man, but they're in front of their attacking players for the New South Wales Swifts. That one, though, through the hands of the very seasoned campaigner in Aiken George.
Twan out on the centre pass, receive a quick offload to Petty, and look at them have to now be forced to play around. Gee, the hospital ball goes cross-court.
Plenty of balls being lifted cross-court for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. None of them have been picked off yet by the Swifts, but they will start to get an eye on it as you see Taylor Fraser get a tip.
Well, high energy early, isn't it? Grand final day, you expect nothing else. Quick offload, clever. Dwan wants to get on with it. Plays to the advantage of the Adelaide Thunderbirds. And they lead by a goal. And there's those that didn't make it, some of the Melbourne Vixens. Here to enjoy and support.
That is a great setup from the New South Wales Swifts. Romelda Aiken-George held her space beautifully. The feed put into it by the co-captain.
Well, we know it's a full house here, Kat, but this crowd is quite phenomenal. It is fluttered in pink and red. They talk about it being a neutral ground. It's simply not that, is it?
Not at all neutral. And what a sign of the support of our great game, and that there's no Melbourne team in this grand final, yet this stadium sold out.
Housby, there's the depth they want. It's to Proud. Not quite to the circle edge, though. Too far out for Aiken-George.
Contact centre.
A lot of playing the ball around here, the New South Wales Swifts. A couple of opportunities inside the circle. They could have gone to post.
Well, that's the respect they're paying to the Adelaide defence at the moment.
Yeah, but when does that start to come undone? Do you attack the post? It's what they've been doing so well in the preliminary final.
First 5 minutes of the grand final done, and we are goal for goal.
That was a brilliant contest in the air. You listen to the Swifts fans in the crowd. Taylor Fraser bringing game early, and she needs to on the MVP. The last performance, Maddie Turner as well. Well, likewise, they've really slowed up what the Adelaide Thunderbirds are doing in attack now.
Well, the pressure releases, doesn't it, inside the circle. The penalty from Clout. So they weather a bit of a swift storm here. And Cardwell does what she does. And slots another one. Goal for goal. Housby and Proud. Housby opens up with the change of direction. Look at the 2 on Aiken-George.
It's obstruction, wing defence outside
It'll be an obstruction outside the circle. A penalty set by Hadley.
How good was that Paige Hadley, though? Pushed Wilson out of the way with a hand. Do not encroach on my space. I know where the penalty's set.
Emily Beaton knows all about the attacking game, surely, of the Adelaide Thunderbirds. You enjoying courtside? What's happening?
I'm loving it so far. They are working so hard for each other at the moment, getting into positions where they can feed really clearly, and I'm loving the balance between Dwan and Cardwell in that attack. Dwan is driving hard along the top, opening up Cardwell at the back.
Well, we just saw a call then from the umpire while you were chatting in. Beaton, intimidation over the shot from the defender. The call was the hands in the face. I mean, I'm a shooter, but I think that's their whole job, to intimidate. So interesting one to keep an eye on.
Oh, a little bit of scrappy moment. Who comes up with it? Shamira Sterling.
What's the first ball won back in this game? And we're halfway through this opening quarter.
Into the pocket for Dwan. Lovely little play to get Horges to circle edge. Gee, they're using the width well here. Look at them go again, the Thunderbirds, keeping the Swifts' defence. Heads turning. So the Adelaide Thunderbirds staring down the barrel here, Kath, of the first little goal shift to take themselves to a 2-goal lead early on grand final day. Well, 8-6, halfway through the first. And it's the side that have yet to lose to a Swifts. And they've started this game with real confidence, almost too much in that moment. Cardwell behind the back. So again, it'll be Dwan to set the penalty. She'll have to go elsewhere. Look at the attention on Cardwell. And then what happens?
Yeah, amazing setup there. Swing to the top. Georgie Horges opens up the width of the circle. Another thumbs up for Elle Cardwell. She's going to get tired with that action.
Harvey Norman replay at the bottom of your screen. There's the classy moment. And there's another classy moment. Shamira Sterling. Well, Kath, I'm going to call that moment because 2 weeks ago she couldn't get around Aiken George to get to that deep ball. She's just done it.
The other surprising thing about Shamira Sterling, she always takes a quarter to warm into a contest. You don't often see her win ball back in the first quarter of the game.
Well, Catherine, she's awake early.
And that is a scary thought for the New South Wales Swifts. Have a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Straight into the hands of Shamira Sterling and a little bit of a shoulder just to put the exclamation mark on it too.
4-goal lead to the Adelaide Thunderbirds, and that will make it 5. What a start. 10 years in the waiting to play on grand final day. Gee, if you ever wanted to start it well, look at that on your screen. Yeah, the last however many.
Woo, pretty in pink there, isn't it? 7 of the last 10. Sophie Fawns, the change-up for the New South Wales Swifts on it. Goal attack.
Contact Thunderbird centre.
We normally see that change-up and Helen Hounsby stays out on court, so Bryony Akel already feeling like something needs to shift.
Well, I'll tell you what needs to shift, a HCF tactical timeout. Absolutely on cue, Catherine, like you've been here and done that before. It's called by the Adelaide Thunderbirds, though, so it may please Coach Bryony Akel. I'll set up the play as we head in to the first Power 5 of Grand Final Day. Let's get into the huddles.
Yep. Shani, you said it till you come off for a sec. Mays into wing defence. Okay, fantastic work. Fantastic, great stuff. All right, talk to Shani about the exit ball. Okay, churn. Yeah, just churn it out. All right.
Will get there early. Keep hedging circle edge. If it goes back, it's coming back through the middle. So block middle. What do you want us on? Let's go one on. Hands over. No second reset. Great job, guys. Let's go. We've got this. We knew this was going to happen. Let's go. Positive. Let's go. There we go.
Well, we stare down the barrel of the first Power 5 of Grand Final Day, and of course we know what these two sides are capable of. How good Suncorp committed to donating $100 to the Confident Girls Foundation for every Suncorp super shot that's scored. 665 so far this season. That's $66,500. How much more can we earn tonight? 5:30 on the clock. 4 goals the difference. What happens, Kath, in this first Power 5? The changes?
Well, I think the New South Wales Swifts will want to stay in touch. Maddie Turner, that is a great way to start it off, isn't it? Getting some ball back, that is the first thing. The second thing is scoring off it, and we know they attack the super shot in these Power 5 times, and they'll definitely want to do it before the end of this quarter. Already found themselves down by 5 early. Look at the defensive pressure.
Well, this crowd, if they didn't know who they were going to barrack for, they just jumped on the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Absolutely deafening through that play. And what a big defensive moment for them.
Looking at this game early on, it looks like the Adelaide Thunderbirds are the one with all the finals experience coming up against the rookies.
Still a long way to go, Kath. I hope they've got that much fuel in the tank. And they go over the top and take the single. And push that lead out to 5. The Swifts need to respond here. Fawns, Good strong take in the air. I'll tell you what, they will be paying close attention to her. Well, not close enough.
Doesn't want to shoot it, Sophie Fawns. Interesting.
Well, does she want to shoot this moment? It's what they need. The rebound. Big, important rebound to Latonya Wilson.
Well, it's all they can do, isn't it? The first thing is to stop any position in that wide arc. The second, if there's a miss, make sure that rebound is yours. They did just that, the Thunderbirds.
Again, 2-on-1 in Cardwell. Dwan free. Can shoot the big ones. They go wide again. Gorgeous. Backspace. Cardwell. Again, 2 easy roads. And they take the shot, push the scoreline out further. What an opening quarter from the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Goals from the game, sitting at 3-zip. And that is an area the Adelaide Thunderbirds of old have struggled with, was when they win ball back, keeping possession. No issues thus far.
Captain Petty been terrific. There she is again, just playing the smart, simple ball. This time into Dwan, Tipper Dwan, and slots another 5 straight. Leading Nissan net points at the moment, Tipper Dwan.
Georgie Horges right behind her, the MVP the last time these sides met. And then El Cardwell down the bottom, a couple of Swifts in the middle. Can't even find the white arc, can they, the New South Wales Swift? Helen Housby, that will make a difference.
Very important Suncorp super shot, needed to drop, and it did. The Swifts, they bring that scoreline slightly back, 5 the difference, 2:36 in this opening quarter to play. There you go, a moment now. Fraser, quick hands to Proud. Look at Latonya Wilson quickly retreat back now. She picks Fawns up.
Obstruction, wing defence.
Yeah, outside the circle.
Come around this way.
Nankiville will be out of play. So they'll want to pick up their players again. Sophie Fawns.
Steadying goal for the youngster. Her first of the game. Again, backwards they go. The Swifts, oh, cross court. Nankiville had a look. Good hands pressure into the pocket for Housby. There's a bit of width. Look at Housby drive.
Well, look at the positional change between the two defenders. They're not getting in that chase mode, exhausting themselves. They're swapping when those leads come in the circle. Helen Housby, 2 from 2.
Well, within a blink, Catherine Cox, 2 goals the difference, and this is where Adelaide need to show their class. Possession, under pressure. They've been delayed here. They led by 6 goals. It's back to 2. A minute 15. It feels like the end of the game. We've still got 3 quarters to play. So, clear indication from the umpire. Contact on the outside to Proud. Contact again, so quick to play on Georgie Horges.
I am loving the game coming from Tipper Dwan. She's injecting herself in the contest. She's taking ball. She's finishing it off, sitting at 100%. They're 6 from 6.
Goal attack contact.
So they'll set the penalty at the transverse line. 37 seconds, plenty of time to score. Good little outside hand from Petty. Fawns, look at the swing to Proud. That's a Catherine Cox swing.
Oh, that is a brilliant piece of work defensively from Shamira Sterling.
Well, now the Thunderbirds have time to score. Back to the line, Wilson. 15 on the clock. Horges, who opens up? Look at Dwan, she's exhausted already.
She has been doing a lot of work, and this break can't come fast enough for her.
Well, a big moment just to pull that lead back. Right on the tick of the clock. 1 second. They'll get to hold the ball. They'll come back with the centre pass at the second quarter. And the Adelaide Thunderbirds have put their foot down and leading by 4. What a big game. And I tell you what, there's a whole bunch more big games coming your way at the end of this month. The Diamonds head to Cape Town. And guess what? Every game of the World Cup live on Fox Sports. Well, they say no use fitting in when you were born to stand out. Have a look at Shamira Sterling, impacting early in the quarter. And the Adelaide Thunderbirds have had a terrific start to their grand final, and that's the lady that has set them alight early. Catherine Cox, you mentioned they can be slow to start.
Very slow to start. They've only won 4 first quarters out of 15 this entire season, the Adelaide Thunderbirds. So they're bucking some trends. They actually haven't won a first quarter against the Swifts as a team either. So looking good early. The Adelaide Thunderbirds are challenged now. Keep it up for 45 more minutes.
Well, that was quarter time brought to you by Origin Energy, and there was no shortage of energy in this stadium. I said to you, Kath, in the break, that is the fastest 15 minutes of netball I ever recall commentating. It flew.
There was so much going on because it was such great quality netball too. Very few turnovers.
So the second quarter, what does it deliver? The fans entertained already, and the Swifts gain a little bit more control. They have been a little hesitant in attack. Adversely, the Adelaide Thunderbirds. That is confidence. That's unbelievable. I mean, you've got nothing. Well, you've got a grand final to lose.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing to lose.
Right. But they're approaching it with that attitude.
Absolutely, they are. How good to see. And that confidence is going to build more confidence when all of those little plays come off.
Hadley, the fake.
Oh, Wilson!
The pocket.
Only Latanya Wilson could do that. She twisted herself inside out, took the intercept with one hand and didn't go offside.
Well, I get the feeling that's the place the Swifts don't want to go.
Have a look at that down there, Latanya Wilson.
And from end to end, the Thunderbirds fly. And the 2 thumbs go up once again. That is going to be on the highlights reel, don't you worry. They go again. Petty.
Oh no, well Cardwell, she looked like she was going to come. Changed her mind. Very, very lucky to keep possession here, the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Well, I tell you what, Kath, they hustled for the ball unbelievably. In terms of pickups, as we watch the Harvey Norman replay, there are the top 5 in pickups are all out on this court.
Yeah, and 3 of them, the Adelaide Thunderbirds sitting in 3rd, 4th and 5th in the league.
That is desperation at its best.
Contact, goal defender.
And then Hannah Petty
One step in.
executes a beautiful pass into Cardwell. Eleanor Cardwell, 13 straight goals and doesn't look like missing.
Hail Mary coming from the co-captain, Maddie Proud. Romelda Raken up for taking it.
Well, that's probably their easiest centre pass passage so far, and they'll want more of that. Out hunting Cloud. Right idea, wrong timing.
Well, 2 silly penalties coming from Maddie Turner moments ago, and now Sarah Cloud. Interesting to see Dwan run out of the circle when there was 2-on-1 inside it.
Tipper Dwan steps back, the rebound though, Cardwell too strong.
That was a monster move from Elle Cardwell.
Breaking the call, quick to move, Proud. Aiken's there, she's screaming for the ball. It's almost like their vision isn't there to look at her, Kat.
Well, no, their vision is looking at the Jamaican superstar Shamira Sterling smack bang in front of her. I wouldn't be throwing that ball either unless I was 100% sure of it.
Gorgeous. The vision, Cloud, way too loose, the offload to Dwan. Adelaide Thunderbirds are firing. 7-goal lead. And it's the Swifts under enormous pressure. Here's your last 10. Aitken out, Hadley. They just need to go about their business. Stick to their game plan, get to circle edge, find that lady and do just that.
Oh, Hannah Petty, the speed at which she's taking this centre pass. Georgie Horges and the vision that she's got with Petty before it's taken place.
Petty, she's had
Contact centre.
a number of injury
Where you are in attack.
weekends off throughout this season.
They're toying with the New South Wales Swifts now, the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Georgie Horges, ball on a string. finding the space with ease is Tipper Dwan.
Well, the Swifts defence are going to have to figure this out. Turner. She's been a grand final MVP before. Does she step up? Imelda Aiken, 6 times in a grand final, knows what to do. Leadership is required. Who steps up? Gorgeous, good pressure. Now look at the Swifts defence.
Yeah, all Adelaide players outside the circle, crowding each other. To retreat now. Hannah Petty, so strong, so measured in this game.
Oh, she's only 25 years of age, Kath, but she's playing like she's been around forever. You know what it is? 8th year at the club, that is forever.
Tipper Dwan now getting into the defensive stuff, and it's Garrett with the crumbs.
Oh, gee, and then the wayward ball. Horges had an option in front of her. Oh, caught up with the momentum of the play.
They can't let that creep into their game. Now the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Well, Cardwell getting intercepts or attempting them from goal shooter.
The Thunderbirds' defensive pressure through this mid-court, closing middle corridor, extraordinary. Lily Gorman-Brown now comes on at wing attack. They needed a change. Co-captain Paige Hadley goes to the bench. She's played in 5 grand finals, standing on the side of the court.
Oh, that one did look clean to me. Unlucky, Shamira Sterling. Always going to be hard to challenge from behind. Helen Housby's been quiet, hasn't she? Just the 3 from 3. 2 super shots, though, to keep them in touch.
Well, the Adelaide Thunderbirds, Kath, have been so skillful. Emily Beaton, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think they're doing the basics so well, and it's what Coach Tanya Oakes asks of them in the first quarter. Their work rate is so high at the moment, but they're just doing the little things so well. Another thing Tanya talked about pre-game, as we see a big changeover.
Well, I think you might have jinxed them in, but the little things and doing them well has always been an issue for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Why do you think, well, talking about doing them well, into Georgie Horges, why do you think now, though, in the biggest of moments, they're able to do this with such level heads?
I reckon it's 2 things, Kath. One thing Coach Tanya Oakes talked about was belief, and you can see that belief they have in each other. I also think it's really clear roles. Every single player on court knows what they're doing.
Taylor Williams standing in the rolling sub box are ready to come on. Kath, I want to pose this one to you. Are we looking at a side that's full of energy off a week off?
Well, yeah, potentially we are, and it was a tough win too for the New South Wales Swifts, wasn't it? Definitely something to keep in the back of mind as this game goes on.
What about bringing Williams on? She was brilliant 2 weeks ago.
Well, all 3 of the youngsters were brilliant in that game. Lucy Austin, Georgie Horges, Taylor Williams.
Cardwell continues. 17 goals straight. Hadley into the middle. Lil Gorman-Brown, she's brought a little bit of energy, hasn't she? Just the work rate. They go off the circle to go on, and Wilson gets in amongst it. Of course, the umpire indicating a Swifts ball off the hand of Wilson. Crowd don't like it. Housby the offload, and Romelda Aiken-George, only goal number 9.
Have a look at this one. The contest comes from Wilson, and it did for a minute look like it came off the hands of Paige Hadley.
So the HCF tactical time called out, the second one, and it is the Swifts this time.
To win defence. Tegan's going to keep us there. She's going to goal defence. Right, speed attack must get to top. They want us in the pocket so they can just have a little go. Get there, change direction, get to the top if we can, and look in. She's got it. Look into her. Believe she will get it. All right, let's go. Bring it in here. We have the answers, we just need to execute. Okay, let's go back to, are we close enough to our player? Have we got big hands over? Are we looking over to see what's coming? They look much hungrier than you at the moment in terms of in their attack, all right?
full seven people on here, yeah? Big hands deny space.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's pick this up.
Let's go.
Hungry.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, in. In. Right there. Let's see what happens.
Let's go, well done. Here we go.
Lots of the pass. Lots of the. Okay, take a breath. Let's go back out there. Let's finish this quarter off strong, yeah? Let's go.
T-Birds on 3. 1, 2, 3. T-Birds, let's go.
Well, as an expert, that is two completely different huddles. Obviously the scoreline, but that's the first time I've ever seen Bryony Akel look a little bit perplexed.
Exactly what I was going to say, and frustrated. She doesn't normally, does she? As we see the Nissa Net Point match leaders, Tipper Dwan, Cardwell, Wilson, Horges, 4 Adelaide Thunderbirds sitting in that top 5. But she's telling her players to get out of the pockets and to the top of the circle, but that's exactly where the Adelaide Thunderbirds are keeping them from.
So a change for the Swifts defenders. O'Shannessy on, Clow out to goal defence. Turner in to wing defence. And Gorman Brown, I tell you what, giving herself a great chance to remain on the court here. 5 minutes in total she's played in finals.
Well, you mentioned those fresh legs from that week off, and she has got them, putting them to good use at the moment. Well, that was the ball Bryony Akel moments ago said give. Put some faith in Romelda Aiken-George, give the ball, overcooked it though.
What have the Swifts got defensively here, long court? That's the question for me. What can they create? It looks independent. They're not connected, Kat.
Well, they're not as connected as the Adelaide Thunderbirds. We talked about that in the analysis in the pre-game.
Taylor Williams is on. Nice strong take over Hadley.
Throw in, Thunderbirds.
It'll be a Thunderbirds throw in. So a little deflection from Clow. She's the one I'm waiting for.
I'm waiting for Maddie Turner too. She's now out at wing defence.
Oh, hello, Catherine.
Thank you, Maddie.
Speak, and I shall deliver.
Hold time. Just at the edge of the circle.
So
Step forward, wing defence.
Turner will stand out of play. That's a great angle to look at the hustle inside the circle. And Tipper Dwan steadies for another. Just the one miss to her name, a tally of 9. Horges, Cardwell now out on the move. 30 seconds till we get to that power 5.
Thunderbirds absolutely no issue with finding space. They've got numerous options. They're not panicked if they have to send it back to the transverse line.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Well, again, just the strength wasn't the best executed pass, but Cardwell got in there with the arm and made it look half decent. Look at this, 9 goals the difference. Aiken-George off, Housby back into goal shooter. Maddie Proud comes in at wing attack. Lily Gorman-Brown to the bench.
Well, there's the reason for that change up right on the siren for the power 5.
Well, that's what they need from that lady.
3 from 3 now. Suncorp super shots to Helen Housby.
Knows what will be required from her with this scoreline as it currently sits. Dwan. Again, Cardwell the attention. Look, they want the ball to go to Dwan. She goes, no problems at all. I'll take the single. Look at the scoreline. I think it's an interesting tactic because would Cardwell take the 2? Should they go the one-on-one with the scoreline the difference?
Look, I don't think they need to force anything at the moment. If they can get the easy ones, they know they're going to score off. Brilliant, take them. Continue that scoreboard pressure.
Sterling looking, they go backwards now. Watch the Adelaide Thunderbirds defence get into action. The swing, Wilson covering Fawns. Fawns outside, not in shot territory. Now she is. This is the range she was brilliant from last week. And it is the range that she finds once again. Her first Suncorp super shot of the game. Scoreline 6. HEF tactical timeout called by the Adelaide Thunderbirds. We've got 3:41 on the clock.
Yes? Honey? If they go out, let's step up into their space.
Yeah.
If a goalie goes out, let's hold them out.
Yes.
Let's isolate.
2 point, 1 point.
Lady and May sort out if
lateral. Yeah, if she's out wide and we need a centre lateral or centre. Yeah. And we just chug the ball through. 2 point, 1 point. All right. We're chugging through. All right. Okay. Feel free.
When she makes it, you're out the top of the
Centre court, if you don't like it in the circle, tell them to get out, okay?
That's it. Let's go. One centre pass.
Okay, go. Seabirds on 3, 1, 2, 3. Seabirds!
So a little adjustment around what they're going to do with the 2 and 1. Here's the moment from Fawns. And I'll tell you what, that was what gives her, I guess, Kath, just that adrenaline and energy and belief, isn't it?
Well, what was extra special about that one is the jump from Sterling was so close, and she's been blocked a couple of times in exactly that motion. So the fact that she nailed that one will give her plenty of confidence. We've seen a change for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Lucy Austin into goal shooter. Elle Cardwell now out at goal attack. And you heard a couple of times Tanya Robb saying 2 point, 1 point. So I think by the sounds of that, the option is up to them. No need to force anything in particular.
Borges has to go backwards. Good, strong take from Nankerveld. Over the top. Great
Conscious effort to get on with the game here, the Adelaide Thunderbirds, aren't they? Taking those quick penalties.
Welcome to the court, Lucy Austin. Well, a 16-12 opening quarter it was to the Adelaide Thunderbirds. They lead this 13-11. In the 3 games that they've played against each other, no side has won 2 quarters in a row. Housby to bring it back. Oh, gee, that's a big pressure moment. What a shot. So 5 goals the difference, and they're just indicating that there's some water on the court. It's to the right of your screen at the moment. So they'll quickly get that mopped up. Housby, clutch early. Wasn't clutch early last week against the Fever.
No, and what I have always said, the barometer for the Swiss performance is the way that Helen Housby plays the game. She is up and about, has not missed in this contest.
So back into play we go.
Wing defence, contact, shoulder.
Borges having a blinder.
Contact, wing defence.
They can't find an answer for her, Kath. They've tried the second person, Turner. No impact yet.
No, absolutely killing it. Goal assists, 12 for Georgie Horges of the 16 feeds. So she finds the target every time.
Well, their coach, Tanya Robb, said it's either 2 or 1, whatever you feel comfortable with. Well, that was a level of comfort, wasn't it, for Cardwell?
Oh, well, Wilson. No, I agree with that call. She was in the right place, but late to the take of the ball.
Housby, much needed, and the block goes to Shamira Sterling.
13th block of the season to Shamira Sterling. 8 more than the next best, can you believe it?
Number 60 for the season, Kath. Fawns, not to be in the rebound, goes to the master in Sterling. Wilson flying through court, look at that. And there's Housby when you need her the most. That's what the Swifts need. They need defensive pressure, they need it early, and it's their goal attack that does the job.
Well, she thinks this Helen Housby is going to bring the house down.
Steadies, lines up, and it drops through. Helen Housby, I'll tell you what, she's keeping their dream alive. 5 goals from 5 games to 2.
Oh, Georgie Horges puts the Jets on and runs right in front of Hadley to the top of the circle.
In the 1 or 2.
She's been terrific, Kat.
Amazing.
Been terrific. Oh, gee. And who else has been terrific? The 2 English internationals. Just extraordinary. This is what Suncorp Super Netball is about. The world's best game with the world's best players.
Oh, there they are again, right on cue. This time a Jamaican in Latanya Wilson.
Well, down in play is Fawns. Quick to her feet, though. Horges continues to find a way to the circle edge. Look at her out to your left of screen, unattended. Now Turner looks. And then in the back of play, Lucy Austin takes the single. 8 goals the difference. 14 seconds. Plenty of time, but still need to be direct. 8 seconds. Cardwell back to the line. Austin wants it. Out of the circle. 3 seconds. Cardwell turns. Does it drop? Not to be. Falls a little short for Cardwell, but that won't worry them. At half-time, they walk in to the change rooms with an 8-goal lead, and for the first time against the Swifts, win 2 quarters in a row. Unbelievable. Well, one player that's got a fair job on her against Horges today now joins Emily Beaton.
Maddie, talk to me through that positional change. You're out of your normal position. How do you find wing defence out there? What are you hoping to get?
Yeah, I feel like getting out to wing defence, so it's important for me to have hands up, and it allows Teague at the back to have a crack, and plus there's a goal defence is massive, so that helps as well.
And the Thunderbirds attack are firing pretty well so far. How do you stop them in the second half?
I feel like it's sticking to our game plan and keep the variety up, so they have to keep changing what they're going to do too. I think at the moment they're on the right beat, so it's going to kind of put them off.
Well, good luck for the second half.
Thank you.
Well, the wind's behind the sails of the Adelaide Thunderbirds in the first 30 minutes. The Swifts need to respond. Well, at halftime, we're going to wrap up all the analysis. And then when we come back after that, it is our half-time show. Don't go anywhere. It's grand final day right here at John Cain Arena.
The Thunderbirds take an 8-goal lead into the break. We have the first half highlights next, but first, time now for the Suncorp Super Netball Grand Final halftime show.
Right here,
two legends! Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, I didn't end up like this. It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. And now it's falling asleep while she calling the cab. All is having a smoke while she taking the drag. And we're going to bed and my stomach is sick, but it's all in my head and she's touching his chest. Now she takes off her dress. Now let me go. Well, I just can't love, it's killing me and taking control. You tear the sea, turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes. Well, I missed it, Bryce. How you feeling tonight? We are Symphony. Are you ready for some more?
First came here, cold and we were clear, with no colors on our skin. Light and we were thin. Ooh, when we first came here, we were cold and we were clear, with no colors on our skin. So let us be drunk. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we will never be afraid again. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we will never be afraid again. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we will never be afraid again. Now when we come for you, we'll be dressed up all in blue, with the ocean in our arms. Kiss my eyes and kissing palms. Ooh, when it's time to play, we'll be dressed up all in gray, with melon tongues and silvery now loves. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we will never be afraid again. Say my name. We are shining, and we will never be. No, we will never be afraid again. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we will never be afraid again.
Give it up for the Suncorp halftime show! A big thanks to the Suncorp for
What a brilliant halftime show that was. Bianca Chatfield, though, let's focus our attention back to the game at hand. The Thunderbirds have taken an 8-goal lead over the Swifts into the main break. What is working so well for the pink dress attack?
Oh, it has been an incredible first half for the Thunderbirds. They're playing with such conviction in attack especially. We're seeing the way that Dwan and Horges, Cardwell and Petty, they've been absolutely huge. They are finding the space, they're finding depth, they're moving the ball around really quickly as well. And you know what? They're playing well beyond their years. Their experience, we all thought that might cost them in this grand final, but it's the first time that they have put 2 quarter wins in a row in this first half.
And their first terms for every game this season have been their least effective. They've certainly put that well behind them as they charged out in front. The Swifts attack, Bianca, tenacious in pursuit. Maddie Proud told us last week they're actually better when they are chasing down the scoreboard. So what's working for them as they hang on for dear life?
Well, that's the thing. You've got to be able to hang on. And at the moment, I think the Swifts, they've just struggled to find that connection. It's taken 4 passes sometimes for them to even gain some momentum. A bit uncharacteristic like of the Swifts. We're used to seeing them hold on to possession, be able to work it around quite calmly. The Thunderbirds have taken the calmness away from them. And so they really have to, I guess, not rely on the super shot, although Housby, 5 from 6 already in the first half. What an incredible performance. And Sophie Fawns, she has come on and done quite a good job as well. Both coaches are making the changes. They're moving it around, and so I expect that in the second half.
Using the full depth of the bench in the grand final decided, just like they've done all season. You touched on the Thunderbirds' defence, though. They're pressured down court, delaying the Swifts getting any sort of ascendancy. We identified it in pre-game, and it's coming to fruition.
Absolutely it is. And already we've got 9 games for the Thunderbirds in defence. Look at them, the way they move around the court. They're creating havoc, they're creating pressure. It's stifling, it's so hard to break through. And any extra time they can keep the ball in the Swifts' hands and make them make a different decision, that is when the Swifts are turning the ball over. So if they can keep it up for a full 60 minutes, that is the question, because it's grand final night, anything can happen, Han.
Certainly, and we talk about the deflections coming from the defenders of the Thunderbirds. Eleanor Cardwell threw her hand up there at one stage too. She is a team player. When we think about what the coaches will be saying at halftime, I'll come to Tanya Obbs in a moment. For Bryony Akel, this is a championship side she's addressing. What does she say?
Well, I think you've heard her already in the HCF tactical timeout. She's spoken about going back to their basics. They know how to do it. That's what she keeps telling me. You know how to do it. You know how to execute it. It's if they can do it in this second half.
The Thunderbirds, though, their best quarter is their final term, and as it stands with an 8-goal buffer, they have one hand on the championship trophy, but this Swift side have got 2 championships under their belt already in the Suncorp Super Netball era. We are 30 minutes away from crowning our 2023 Suncorp Super Netball champions. Centre pass to the third quarter is up next.
Welcome back to John Cain Arena. The first half of grand final day done and dusted. I can tell you it's not for the faint-hearted, is it? It has been high-paced and high energy, as was that halftime show, just extraordinary. 8 goals the difference. The Adelaide Thunderbirds have dominated the first and second quarter, 16-12 and 19-15. Helen Housby been impressive with the super shots, and they're going to be much needed. 5 from 6 from her. Kath, talk me through the match summary as it stands so far.
Well, the the Adelaide Thunderbirds absolutely killing it in the 3 most important parts of the game, in my opinion. They've got to keep ball. They're doing that with the minimal turnovers. They've got to win ball back. They're doing that with the gains, and then they've got to score off it. 94% accuracy. Can do no wrong at the moment, the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
So, the New South Wales Swifts, surely they come out with a different mindset. There's plenty to play for. 8 goals they trail by. Let's go straight down to their coach at the moment, Bryony Akel. Brian, just summarise quickly that first 30 minutes, where you want to be. I know the scoreline's not there, but are you happy with the performance or not?
No, not really. I think the Thunderbirds have sort of got a mindset over the top of us at the moment, so we just need to be better in the small moments.
That mindset, Bryony, do you think that's got anything to do with the week off? Does that play into this at all?
No, not at all. Grand finals or anything, it depends how the individuals turn up and then play collectively as a team.
Plenty of changes made to your lineup. What are you hoping to see from those players?
Oh, I think momentum. We've got to play in the moment and play in the game, and depending on what players come into that, we'll see how it goes.
Brian, you know how to do this. Get back to the job you do best. All the best.
Thanks, guys.
Bryony Akel, and again, we've said the access to the coaches this year extraordinary, but to be able to do it on grand final day, Kath, even better. 7 goals. Adelaide Thunderbirds ball in hand now. Williams, look at that backspace. Gorgeous. Height difference with Turner, and still they go to her.
Yeah, well, that's the confidence, isn't it? It's a high ball over the top. And again, there it is, the take from Elle Cardwell, and the finish. Hasn't missed in regular time.
Yeah, unbelievable. 20 goals and a couple of super shots to her name. Adelaide Thunderbirds been tracking beautifully. I tell you what, it'd have to impress their coach at the moment. Tanya, appreciate your time. I know it's not over, but surely you're on track.
Oh, look, we've been really happy with our first half. We're executing our sort of plan, but, you know, there's still a half a netball to go.
Tans, you've mentioned belief a lot, and honestly, this is the first time that I've really seen it from every player in your side. The game is not over, we appreciate that, but how proud of what you've seen so far?
Look, yeah, I think what they've been doing is really rewarding one another, believing in one another, and we need to do that again for, you know, 30, 20 odd more minutes.
The New South Wales Swifts love a chase down and a fight back. How do you ensure that doesn't happen?
Oh, look, you know, how boring is it just to keep doing our processes, which I know is all we need to do, but we know the Swifts will not give up, and we need to know that we need to keep executing.
Ton, just a quick one. How's Tracy Neville going? You've got her under control?
No, it's never under control.
All right, mate, good luck grand final day.
Thank you.
Tanya Ops, just noting that Tracy Neville on her feet next to Tanya has hardly put her backside on the chair since she got here.
So much passion she brings into the game, doesn't she, Tracy Neville? Gotta love it.
Well, Romelda Aiken-George has been held to minimal number of goals today. That is goal number 10. Cardwell, there's a great confidence from this Adelaide Thunderbirds to go into the back space. Gorgeous, good drive to the top of the circle, and there it is again.
Well, it's Tipper Dwan, all the movement she's doing at the top of the circle. If she's not even getting the ball, she's making the defenders choose. That leaves a one-on-one with Cardwell.
Beside the goal defence.
Well, this should be a moment for the New South Wales Swifts. Garrett's out of play. Well, and they haven't maximised, have they? There's a better moment. They use the pocket. Good swing to the top, and that's the triangle play that the New South Wales Swifts need, and maybe the confidence that gets them going here in the third.
Well, you were excited about that. I was going to criticise Romelda Aiken for letting Sterling right off the body and through the gap, so we'll keep an eye on that one.
Gorgeous again, plenty of ball. And plenty of goal assists going to her as well. Oh, clever work by Proud. Took on the double defence and then opened the width.
Contact in defence, you had it. In defence,
well, Tanya Wilson having a crack at absolutely everything.
The ball will come back here.
Oh, look at the eyes from Paige Hadley to LaTanya Wilson. Stared her straight in the face and kept the eye contact.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind that. But when you're 8 goals down, worry about the game. Don't worry about what your opposition's doing to you, surely.
Worry about sinking the shots under the post. Romelda Aiken misses one. And the offensive rebound queen can't clean it up. Shamira Sterling.
The mental game is with Adelaide at the moment. No two ways about it.
Obstruction, arms around.
And it's the Swifts' job to break that.
Have a look at these games, 10-3. The Adelaide Thunderbirds dominating. And the goals from the games too.
Well, there's a good moment for the Swifts. The fans at home will be wooing them on. They need to get this ball through court and convert. Shaughnessy over the top, use the height of Cloud. Look at them, they're looking everywhere. They don't know where to go. There's nothing coming directly at them.
Every single ball challenged by an Adelaide Thunderbird. Helen Housby recognises a gap, puts the head down and goes for it.
And delivers at the end, Catherine, the more important aspect of her play then.
Thunderbirds.
7 goals the difference. That's the lady they want to step up. Helen Housby, there's her tally at the moment.
Oh my goodness, what a ball. Well, you can see Turner flying out.
Look at the attention Cloud giving Cardwell. Not even a chance to get up off the ground.
Have a look at this ball from Garrett. She saw the space, when to thread the needle.
Now, good contest in the air. Harvey Norman replay showing you all the action.
Well, the whistle coming thick and fast.
That for me is where the Swifts just need to show a greater discipline. They were right in that defensively, and then they just give the Thunderbirds a penalty shot at goal.
Oh, we saw the Swifts penalty skyrocket at the start of the finals, didn't we?
Aiken George, oh gee, Garrett read that smartly. It'll be a contact on the outside.
That's delaying play. It's a caution. You can't hold on to the ball. Bring it inside the circle. Wing defence out of play.
Well, I mentioned moments ago the whistle had started to come thick and fast. You can hear now the umpires ruling anything untoward out. Helen Housby, a crucial miss. The rebound to Tilly Garrett.
Inside the circle.
Well, Sterling walks to the ball with a level of confidence. I don't care if they give this Swift sides a chance to set up defensively. Straight down the line to Dwan. Horges on the drive. Get the ball to Georgie Horges' hand.
All day, every day, Georgie Horges. Massive hit, Paige Hadley.
Hip and shoulder. Well, mostly the shoulder from Paige Hadley. And I tell you what, Taylor Williams took that like a champion. Halfway through this third quarter.
Harvey Norman replay.
Oh,
really just nowhere to land. I don't think anything untoward in that challenge from Paige Hadley.
Completely agree. It's just a great contest. Williams using again the front option. Tipper Dwan.
Again, one of those silly penalties though you just spoke about. Tipper Dwan now. Pass off. And again. Well, the umpire at this point may as well shoot the goal for them. Silly play creeping in from a frustrated, I would imagine, New South Wales Swifts.
So they turn over the Swift centre pass and they'll go again. The difference at the moment sitting at 9, halfway through the third. And there's a moment that the Swifts need to deliver time and time again in this second half. Proud, quick hands, nowhere to go though. Turner hits the line. Look at Hadley out wide. Both Swifts there.
Contact, wing defence.
Yeah, again, Latanya Wilson's got to be careful here. She got a caution moments ago. She's on the radar of Josh Bowring. Have a look at this last 10, almost goal for goal. That's more like what we're used to seeing.
Well, three-time premiership player and number 1 for offensive rebounds. Imelda Aiken-George. Oh, my. Catherine, I want to see you in one of those. HCF tactical timeout now with the New South Wales Swifts. Haven't been able to penetrate this scoreline just yet.
Boat's also coming back on. What? Changing. To goal attack, you're going to shoot us for 2 points. Listen. It's like 6 minutes 20 or something. Must present every single time. Even if you think it's going to dids, we must open it up. Go to the opposite side so you've still got it. No, you're not. I'm just saying, in general, you two are both on. All I'm saying is don't presume it's just going to go to a high when all the pressure's on her. You've got to keep moving. Hear that? Look in. Land, look in.
Okay, we want it so bad. So take your feet onto the ball, all right? Communicate. Let's go. Let's go. Teammates on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's all about the defensive pressure, isn't it? Move your feet and get ball. They know they're number 1 in the league defensively, and why wouldn't you back it in off the words of Eleanor Cardwell? But for the New South Wales Swifts, Cap, they're throwing the bibs in the air at the moment. They've been doing it all year and it's worked for them. The Adelaide Thunderbirds, Austin now comes on.
Well, just prior to the Power 5 time, and we mentioned in the opener how important it was to keep Lucy Austin in the game. She's got to have regular touches before she's potentially called upon to win a game again.
6 apiece this quarter, which is good for the Swifts, except for the fact that they are down. They need to find ball, and they've got to be able to convert, not just off their centre pass, but right now off the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Gorgeous. Austin ignored. Strong in the air every single time, Maisie Nankerville.
This is the one area of Lucy Austin's game that worries me, in that her core strength on some of those takes on the baseline, not where it needs to be. Took that one strongly, pulled the penalty.
And by the look on her face, looks completely unfazed, except for the shot. So there's the moment, and this has to be converted. The Swifts must turn ball turnover into a score.
And the Adelaide Thunderbirds know that. Have a look at the defence right through the middle here.
Fraser doesn't go wide. Hadley, good strong take under pressure. Housby the work along the baseline. The width opens up. Look at Aiken on the screen. Well, this, a critical moment in the scheme of things, and Housby makes it.
Well, it's a New South Wales Swifts centre pass to follow, so they can build some momentum off the back of this.
They can put doubt into the Adelaide Thunderbirds. That's the key here, Cap. Aiken, George, big take.
Contact advantage offside.
Now they're getting some momentum, the New South Wales Swifts. So right on the power 5, they draw the scoreline back to 5.
That ball placement from Georgie Horges over into the corner, spot on.
Well, here we go, the New South Wales Swifts. You've got to work hard to find confidence, and that's what they're doing. They're backing in their process.
How many times have we seen the New South Wales Swifts fight back this season?
Aiken George needs an option, goes backwards. Hadley, look at them start to move the ball around now. Hadley again. And then the height mismatch, so they go straight to Aiken George. Here comes the New South Wales Swifts.
On time.
9-6 this quarter. 8 goals the difference it was at the start.
Well, how do the Adelaide Thunderbirds respond to this? Tanya Robb said moments ago she knew this would come. Latanya Wilson.
Well, Aiken George, Wilson in the back of play down. Nankerville on the court down.
Defender obstruction at the edge.
Well, the passion is being shown by every single player on the court.
Harvey Norman replay. Wilson the initial touch. The chase coming from both players. 2 spat out the back of the court in Wilson and Aiken George.
The Swifts, they're running with goals here, and now Housby. Oh, gee, that could have been an enormous moment. 3:30 on the clock in this third quarter. Let's get down to Emily Beaton.
Yeah, Gordy, it's been a really different start to this half. The Thunderbirds, while they're trying hard, their speed has really slowed down. We know that they like to hunt a win, as the Swifts do. We can see the Swifts' momentum. They know how to play in this situation. The Thunderbirds, I don't know that they know how to hold a lead, and it's kind of showing at the moment.
Good point you make, Em Beaton. A lot of their games, they've fought back, haven't they? Got themselves back in the contest.
So, the Adelaide Thunderbirds, under pressure from the Swifts, and Fraser now gets a look at it. The desperation from Cardwell. Have a look at this.
Well, Fraser was a mile offside before that very thing, though.
Both players just settle down. They have a white for the 4.
So the umpire asking the players to settle down. Well, don't get me wrong, Josh Bowring, but it's grand final day.
Have a look at this. Taylor Fraser grabs the ball, goes offside. That should have been the call. The initial call should have been against the New South Wales Swifts.
Well, they'll take the ball and they need to punish the moment, Catherine Cox. Romelda Aiken George to do just that. Not just yet. again. 2 offensive rebounds in a row, and then finds her way through the middle. Well, gee, the passion showing, isn't it? The Swifts, 2:20 to play in the third, and they are coming. Proud.
Advantage obstruction.
Proud again. Hadley has stepped up a notch.
Causing contact, wing defender.
Oh, contact against Nankivell.
Over there.
Well, there was a very, very similar play in one of the last games, and it went the other way around. It was called an offensive contact. Aiken-George sinks another.
Thunderbirds.
Let's have a look at this Harvey Norman replay. Looked like Nankivell was still at the moment of contact.
Back to 3. Gee, it's been some time since we've been there. The Thunderbirds now feeling the pinch. Petty. Look at the Swifts. They are all over everything like a rash. Austin. The steadying influence under the post. Lucy Austin. Well, gee, the Nissan net points have had their moments. Gee, they've swapped sides, but look at this, Cardwell leading the way.
Yeah, still 4 of the Adelaide Thunderbirds in that top 5. Paige Hadley, the lone Swift. Romelda Aiken-George found time and time again. They're nullifying that super shot and Helen Housby's impact. Have a look at that last 10 though. 8 to the New South Wales Swifts. There is your comeback.
Well, there's a better passage from the Thunderbirds again, playing forward with confidence, but a missed goal. 40 seconds on the clock here, and there's no need to hurry. They just need to convert, though. Aiken-George under pressure, not what the Swifts needed. And Aiken-George, should I say, lets them know. Oh, gee. This is grand final pressure, eating every player alive on the court. Thunderbirds, 15 seconds to get down court. They need to look with vision. They're being held up defensively. 10, Petty. 7, they're not going to get there. Not even a chance to score. Wilson, the Swifts will go long. Gee, the scoreline at 3 goals as the buzzer goes, beaten by the clock. Oh my gosh, we are set up for a sensational last 15 minutes. Thunderbirds in the driver's seat, but you know what, winning isn't everything, but I can tell you when we come after the break, it is absolutely everything. Grand final day, 15 minutes to go, right here on Fox Netball.
Let's go, T-Birds on 3, 1, 2, 3,
Well, grand final day with the toughest 15 minutes still to unfold, and the belief has to come back for the Adelaide Thunderbirds, and that's what that huddle was just about. Now, quarter time brought to you by Origin Energy. Let's go straight down to Emily Beaton. Surely the Swifts starting to feel they can do this.
Yeah, they were pretty happy with that quarter, Gordy. Coach Bryony Akel was so pleased with them being there for every single ball. They were nailing the pickups. They were aggressive on the takes, and they wanted that ball, and she's demanded the same energy for this final quarter.
So the crowd certainly getting geared up, all 9,622 of them in the house. Plenty of Swifts, plenty of Thunderbirds fans. And who, at the end of this quarter, gets to hold the trophy high? We wait and we see.
Well, at this point, we wait and we wonder, don't we? Who's going to be the side to step up in this last 15? That third quarter, the New South Wales Swifts didn't score anymore, so defensively the Adelaide Thunderbirds doing a good job. They just couldn't score themselves. They had 11 points less.
Dwan, strong along the baseline, and then goes again, opens up Cardwell. Just on that one-on-one contest, being critical early in the game. Surely they find a way to it here. Shooter to shooter, front option, smart. Proud. So again, trying to find a way forward. Turner finds some space, and here comes Maddie Proud. Well, that's the confidence they need to release, not just on the circle edge, but from off it as well.
And it's the placement again coming from Maddie Proud on that occasion, reading Shamira Sterling's defensive moves. Adelaide Thunderbirds need to get some of that fired up mojo back they had in that first quarter. Haven't seen an Elle Cardwell thumbs up for a long time. She's getting frustrated. Have a look, shaking the head. She's got to stay cool and stay in this contest.
Goalkeeper contact, you're underneath. Goalkeeper beside.
Well, Kat, it worries me when players do this. You just hope that they can deliver what they're required to do.
Well, it's emotional energy. Oh, the shove from Tipper Dwan on Fraser.
Housby alone. And there's the little offload. Good strong take from Aiken George. It was needed. Matilda Garrett was flying in.
Here's the Harvey Norman replay. You can see the contest between the two mid-quarters.
Taylor Williams. How important is it to have her on the court in the last 15? We know how good Petty is.
What a ball again from Georgie Horges, flat and hard across the circle. Look at Taylor Williams.
That'll be a penalty called by umpire Josh Bowering on Clowes. Arm over Cardwell's shot. So looking at everything, the umpires.
What a second phase from the New South Wales Swifts. Shamira Sterling a tip that time.
28 for Aiken George. Petty, wing defence. Knows that position oh so well. Taylor Williams, good vision, patience. Dwan on the baseline, and both sides now attacking with real confidence.
Tipper Dwan has been phenomenal for me tonight. Really stood up when she's had to. Latanya Wilson back on the court. Tilly Garrett to the bench for the Thunderbirds.
Housby sights Aiken George and then uses the pocket and the great give and go to get herself under the post. And then the big deep breath after every important moment from Housby, including that one. Well, they steal at the Swifts. This a chance to bring them back to one, Kath Cox.
And so calm and composed in that lead up, the New South Wales Swifts. There it is, one, the difference, the centre pass to follow.
Proud. They're stepping up the Swifts. Fraser, Hadley. They want the ball in their hand, and that's the key thing here. Again, oh, gee, Taylor Williams. Oh, the mind to attack the pass. But the Swifts level the score. It's the Adelaide Thunderbirds that have led for the best part of the game, but the Masters are coming back at them. Let's get down to Emily Beaton.
The person I've seen as the game changer for the Swifts is Maddie Proud. The drive that she has had through that mid-court, the way she has opened things up and brought confidence to her team, releasing the ball from off the circle edge and connecting with Romelda Aiken. I think they need to shut her down, the Thunderbirds, if they want to get this win.
The good news now for the Adelaide Thunderbirds is they are in chase mode. They've got themselves back in that position. Probably didn't want to, but the one that they've been so good at in the last couple of weeks.
How much of the pressure, though, do they feel knowing they were as much as 8 goals up? Hadley, look at her go. She's put the Jets on. Oh, they're playing with newfound energy, the New South Wales Swifts.
What a contrast from the first half where they struggled to find connection. Now they can't not find it. There's 2 and 3 options every time.
There's Janissa net points, and who's stepped up to the top? None other than Paige Hadley, been in a grand final 5 times previously, and 2 premierships to her name. She wants another. Up the middle to Dwan, and again now to Cardwell. Horde just been a little quiet, hasn't she?
Well, they're not letting the ball go as quickly as they were before. You can see them starting to doubt the release, starting to doubt the feed. It was pinging in the first half. They've got to get back to that.
Yeah, Cloud confusing the space really well on Cardwell.
Well, the other thing they're doing right here is the block out on the shot. It was a held ball because of the defence over the shot. Had they got that shot away, though, both Swifts in brilliant rebound position.
Both benches are on their feet. The players on their feet from the Thunderbirds and from the Swifts. Bryony Akel up and about.
There's the score breakdown, that third quarter. Have a look at the turnaround. And the Swifts look like they're about to replicate where it's been the Adelaide Thunderbirds that have been the brilliant fight-back team all season.
Oh, Sterling had a look at it, couldn't get around the body. Aiken George, too strong. Well, the New South Wales Swifts hit the front, and they are in control now. Absolute control with them. Depth again. Depth from the Swifts. That's what they do best in attack. Aiken George.
Shamira Sterling nowhere to be seen in this quarter.
25 goals to Aiken George. How do the Adelaide Thunderbirds respond? Horges out on the drive. Back space to Cardwell. Under contest from Cloud. And she'll be out of play. So they'll wipe the court down again. Look at the smile on Cloud's face. She's starting to enjoy the contest.
Wing attack, right where she was.
2-on-1 inside the circle. Cardwell.
Great screen from Elle Cardwell. Set that up for Lucy Austin. Protected her.
Crowd again getting plenty of centre pass receives. Housby down. Oh, gee, they had a look then, Adelaide Thunderbirds. But this is a possession game they're so good at. Turner, Fraser, Turner again.
Well, it's the first time in a while we've seen the Adelaide Thunderbirds defensive structure back.
Look at them, they've shortened the game. Adelaide don't know what to do here. Housby out hunting Latanya Wilson. Playing with the 3 seconds was Hadley.
Well, Elle Cardwell looked at the umpire, basically pointed out that Maddie Turner had gone offside. All happening off the ball.
Well, game conversion has been good for them. But they are a different side under pressure here, the Thunderbirds. How do they respond to this one? Again, the width used from Taylor Williams. Two options, they go to Austin. Good, strong take in the air from the youngster.
Big challenge on the arm from Maddie Turner. Doesn't want to take the shot, though. Is that telling?
Well, the rebound and then the goal. And we are half a century each, with 5 minutes 50 to play in the 2023 Grand Final.
Helen Housby, the tip.
Cardwell comes out to get ball. Williams again.
Contact with centre.
It'll be a contact on Hadley. Listen to the crowd, they're up and about.
Goal defence contact.
The push and the shove inside the circles has upped the ante. A very important miss.
Well, the ball goes to the New South Wales Swifts. And they can run this into the power 5. Cross court to Turner. Look at the width used by Hadley. Clever stuff from the co-captain. Oh, she's stepping up. Paige Hadley.
Well, the Adelaide Thunderbirds need Shamira Sterling to step up. She's been beaten on the same move at least 5 times in this quarter.
Power 5, the last one of season 2023. The Swifts have found their way back into this game, and then Taylor Williams comes alive again for Adelaide.
Contact, wing attack, centre third. That's it.
Won the difference. Borges to the top of the circle. Cardwell.
Move. Someone's got to move. They're looking for the other to do it. In these moments, you ignore the other person, you demand the ball.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Well, it wasn't pretty,
One step back.
but they got there. Cardwell needs to steady for her side, and she does. Who'd be a coach?
Not I. Helen Housby! Well, it was only the jumps of Latanya Wilson that kept possession then. Helen Housby again!
Oh, gee, she's giving it everything, Housby. Adelaide have come up with it both times, though. They need to steady and convert. And wind up with a Suncorp super shot. Cardwell puts them in front by 2. Brown.
Oh, Hannah Penny, the captain! What an intercept, Hannah Penny, and what a time to do it!
Whole time. Goal attack, obstruction.
Well, time has been called.
Goal
Goal attack
attack.
obstruction.
It's obstruction. Stand down and play.
She's about to roll off because Fawns has got the goal attack bib on, so Housby will leave the court. And they're going to call a tactical timeout to switch the play here.
Offside, wing defender.
3 minutes.
Inside
3 minutes left here. Fawns. Oh, gee, the pressure on that lady's shoulders. Cardwell steadies. She's found her confidence, Kath Fox.
Well, tell me a player on court that doesn't have pressure on their shoulders, Sue Gordian. Both the coaches too.
So the HCF tactical timeout by the New South Wales Swifts. You watch Housby back to shooter, Fawns to goal attack.
Amazing job. Just stick at it. Do not be afraid to give the ball. Give and go. Give and go. You've done it these last 15 minutes. Let's just keep it up. Must separate their D, yeah? I just can't see there's nothing. So we need you to punch. Okay, we need to get her moving, change direction, but as in going stuck on 2-on-1 and leading 1-3. Just stay 1-on. Doing a really great job. Keep catching, keep driving that ball. Must be an option to reset. Just keep being an option. Here we go. All right, girls, listen up. Shut up. I rush for half. Now we've got the half. All right, heart and gut. Let's go. T-Birds on. What's that up? Yeah, we're just going to chug the one. That's it. Let's go. T-Birds on 3. 1, 2, 3. T-Birds, let's go.
Well, the passion is alive, isn't it? And why wouldn't it be? This is a lady, the #1 secured contract in season 2023, and she's here to win this for Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Yeah, doesn't mince word El Carbo, does she, in that moment? She's fired up, and she's got 2 minutes 52 to go.
And look at her come out for that centre pass receive. She put her head down and said, give me the ball. 2:45 to play. The Adelaide Thunderbirds are up by 8 at half-time, but the Swifts have been coming. They turn ball over. Turner, there's Fawns, new onto the court. Goes to the baseline, and then the Thunderbirds defence retreat. The penalty will be outside the circle. Wilson takes up Housby. They'll take the single and secure the centre pass. 2 the difference.
Well, the Swifts get a super shot here with 2 of the best in the game, and it's back to level.
They'll have to reset this until the umpire blows the whistle to restart time. There it is. Fawns. Here we go, Sophie Fawns. No, and there's Shamira Sterling when you need her most. Rebound City. 1:45. Cardwell sitting out.
Taylor Williams completely unfazed by the attention she's getting. As calm and as cool as you like.
Sterling being used in back of play. The height's required.
Got to continue to attack here, though. The Adelaide Thunderbirds, they're going back to bad habits. Have not got any depth at all. They're back in the goal circle.
Well, they've just given it away. The New South Wales Swifts can level it 3. Housby. Oh my goodness, what a moment. Helen Housby, take a bow. A minute to play in the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Well, do they live this moment down or not? Are we going to extra time? We did it in the semi-final. There's how it works, bottom of your screen. 53 seconds to play. Oh, gee. Well, Kat, tell us the Swifts did this last week.
They did, and this was the big difference for me. We saw what happened in that semi-final against the Adelaide Thunderbirds, against the West Coast Fever, in control, cool heads.
38 seconds to play. They're going to have to milk it down here and then nail the shot. Williams. They need all options, and that'll be a contact. No, Cloud. It's a clear contact. Clear contact. So Cardwell, what does she do? Plays it around. 25 on the clock. Thinks about it, goes again, and then it's an offensive contact on Georgie Hodges. Play on, says the umpire. Now the Swifts can win the game. Brown across to Fraser, 8 seconds to score, or we go to extra time. Oh my God! The moment through Sterling. Here we go, folks. It's extra time. Can you believe it? 2 weeks ago, this very thing happened, and we are here again, and it's about to go for another 5 minutes.
Shamira Sterling taking the intercept to get them to extra time, and here's how it's going to play out. A reminder, it's a 90-second interval right now. They'll take a breath, they're back out on court. 5 minutes will be played. Rolling subs still in play. The super shot remains in play. If it's still even at the end of that 5 minutes, it'll be the first team to be up by 3.
Well, you get to a moment like this and you wonder if they know what to do. Well, they both do, don't they?
Do not look ahead. Ball by ball. Have each other's back. 2 options.
In the moment.
It's fingertips indeed. Fingertips indeed.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, close circle on the pass. So it means wing defense, goal defense. One can't get through. Second option, you guys. Stay close for the crack balls. You two. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We're all about making memories, yeah? Pretty good day to make pretty good memories. In the middle, we shut that down. What are we doing first set? Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Keep putting that foot down, all right? This is the time. Let's go. Let's go. T-Birds on 3. 1, 2, 3. T-Birds. Let's go.
Oh, gee. Well, let me take you back to some moments that the Swifts have been in before. 2 big grand finals in 2015 and 2016 against the Queensland Firebirds. And extra time in that grand final, and the Swifts couldn't get across the line. What happens now?
I love that Hannah Petty took over in that moment. There's Ali Smith. Well, how much fingernail she's got left after this game. Hannah Petty, though, taking over the huddle as the captain, calm.
Well, that's what it's going to require, isn't it? 5 minutes of calm. Super shot still in play. And the ball in the hands of Paige Hadley. The Swifts, a chance to score first. Fawns. You'll notice the clock counts down. Housby has to use width. The penalty, though, outside the circle. Housby to get things underway for the Swifts. Gee, she wants to win, doesn't she? Suncorp super shot, critical for Housby. Number 7.
Adelaide Thunderbirds have got to continue to attack with confidence like they did in that first half. That's more like it. The drive from Nankiville, the confidence. Attack the game.
Contact at the top of the circle, Cardwell. Now she's got to return the favour, and she does just that.
M. Beaton said this game was going to be decided by super shots, and I said calm heads in pressure moments. Let's see what happens.
Turner, nowhere to we go. Gee, toying again with the whistle. Well, no, the whistle went. Kath, it's almost impossible to hear anything. That was a held ball. So terrific defensive pressure from Adelaide.
Give the ball when it's on. That's got to be the challenge now for the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Taylor Williams at the top, steadies, sights Cardwell, executes the pass, draws the contact.
One step in, goal defence. That's it. Go step back.
So Eleanor Cardwell steadies with a single. The centre pass now with the T-Birds. Just over 3 to play in extra time.
Maisie Nankerville, to me, right now, is the one doing the damage and standing up.
Oh, geez, so is Sarah Cloud. What a shame she couldn't keep that ball in the hands. But she'll let the Swifts know she's coming. 2:45.
Bunny's offside and contact, wing attack.
Williams.
Who wants the ball? Who's going for the ball
Contact,
here?
goal defence.
Gorgeous. Sights the circle to find Cardwell. Look at Petty roll on and straight into the pocket.
Contact, goal attack.
El Cardwell, the offensive contact.
Contact, goal shooter. Where you are, goal
And
shooter.
now
beside.
another one, Lucy Austin. They've got to keep some level heads here. The Adelaide Thunderbirds. Cardwell throws herself at the ball.
Maddie Proud, they're out wide. They'll look to centre and do through Turner. And again go wide. Look at Proud doing everything. Second and third efforts. And then Fawns under the post. She now takes the single. The Swift centre pass. Well, at what point do they use the clock? 1:45. Oh, Sterling! Well, the deflection off the hands of the Thunderbirds and Sterling finds it. 90 seconds to create history for the Thunderbirds.
Too long to hold possession. They've got to score here, the Adelaide Thunderbirds. We saw what happened before. Scoreboard pressure.
Well, it'll be their centre pass, Cap, when they come back. They need to take the one, as Tanya Ops tells them.
Contact, goal defence.
Cardwell, is she feeling the moment? Oh, she is! Well, has she just put it out of reach of the New South Wales Swifts? The confidence to do what she wanted and take the two. Just over a minute to play in extra time.
Bunny, contact, wing attack. Contact, Swifts.
The Swifts have to do everything they can here. Take risks.
Contact, wing attack. And
Under a minute.
Offside. Centre third. The whole time it's in the centre third.
In the centre third, 49 seconds. The Thunderbirds play possession and do it with skill. Wilson, Petty, Austin out. The Swifts, what can they do?
Offside, wing attack.
The Adelaide Thunderbirds are doing everything possible here. Look at them, the work rate.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Well, that's a crucial contact, isn't it? Sarah Cloud takes time off the clock.
Well, this goal will be monumental for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. They're playing around with it, and Lucy Austin, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tanya Robbs, their coach, said, why can't it be us? Well, in 5 seconds' time, Tanya Robbs, you'll know it can be you. Well, the siren goes. The drought is over. It's a decade in the waiting, and the Adelaide Thunderbirds are going to take the trophy back home to South Australia. scenes, Shamira Sterling. And as it reads, the trophy heads to Adelaide for the first time in Suncorp Super Netball history. I tell you what, they dreamt big at the beginning of the year. And the dream, what a reality.
The most impressive part about that for me, 3 wins in 4 weeks, the same opposition, the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Who are we dreamers? Who are we dreamers?
What about Eleanor Cardwell, Cap? Her coach said take the single, and she said, you know what, I'm here to win a grand final, and she nails the 2. That was the biggest moment of the game, so why not get down there and talk to the lady, in my opinion, that just nailed it for the Thunderbirds.
I'm with Elle Cardwell. Elle, you've basically just won a premiership for your team. The way that you play clutch in these big games, talk us through that match.
Honestly, that was a whole team performance. I actually cannot believe that. We went in so hard to start. We worked so hard to get them up on them. And they were unbelievable. I can't believe we're champions.
You've come in, this is your first season in the competition, and you're walking away a premiership player. How does it feel?
It's unbelievable to understand. It's like dream. You can't even write it. It's just like a dream come true.
And tell me, what is so special about this group? I can see the emotion on your face. There's something special.
Honestly, I just love every single one of them. And it really made me feel like family, and I couldn't be prouder. They're all my sisters, and I love them.
Congratulations, enjoy this special moment.
Thank you very much.
Shamira Sterling, congratulations. You have just become a Suncorp Super Netball champion for 2023. How does it feel?
Oh my God, I can't really believe it. It's been 5 years that I've been at the Thunderbirds and waiting for this moment, so I'm really, really glad for it.
It has been some lean years at the Thunderbirds, constantly under pressure, not living up to the potential. What was the difference this year with this group?
I think, oh my God, let me catch my breath. So I think the difference is we know what we had to do, and from the start of the season we start getting our little wings, and that's where we started to chug for every game. So I'm grateful that we came out here just to finish it off.
Shamira, growing up in Jamaica, playing for the Naldi Knights, your junior club, did you ever dream that a day like this would happen for you?
Actually, yes, when I just started out at the under 16, my dream was to play here, and now I'm here, so I'm really grateful.
Let's turn our attention to the game at hand. At one stage, Thunderbirds up by 9 goals, but in the end, we went to extra time. What's going through your mind in those moments?
I was so nervous, but I knew my team could have done it, and that's what we did.
Tell me about the recruit, Eleanor Cardwell, joining the Thunderbirds.
Oh my God. She has stood up for us this season with her hot hands on the super shot, and especially Lucy joined with us and Eleanor teaching her something really good, and it's a really good combo with Tipper, Georgie and Lucy in there.
And for all the Thunderbirds fans who can't be with us tonight but are watching at home, what's your message for them who have been so loyal for so long?
To all my Thunderbirds fans, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. You guys stuck with us from we were losing until now that we are winning. And thank you for a sellout crowd always at our games for the last 5 years. Thank you so much.
Enjoy this one, Shamira. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hannah Petty, you are a premiership captain. That sounds very nice off the tongue, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. I'm just so proud of this group of girls over here. They're the heart and soul of this club, and I can't actually believe we've done it.
You're proud of this team. I think the whole state of South Australia will be proud of all of you. You're bringing the cup home.
how does it feel? It's insane. SA's been painted pink. We've felt the love all the way from home, and I'm just so happy for everyone. We've come over, everyone's travelled, and it's a pink army affair.
You managed to stay calm throughout that entire match. I looked at you, you were smiling throughout it. Everyone else was nervous in the stands. How do you remain calm in this precious situation?
Oh, I just think about why we play netball. We do it from when we're a little girl, and it's all about having fun. And we have a motto this year about making memories, and that's what tonight was all about.
And how do you celebrate this win? It's something so special that you know how hard fought it is to get. How do you celebrate this with your team?
Oh, it'll probably be a long 3 days of celebrating, and I just can't wait to get all around these girls. It's been a long time coming, and we've finally done it.
Well, you deserve absolutely everything. Soak it up and enjoy it.
Thanks, Sam.
Lucy Austin, we just spoke to your captain, Hannah Petty. Come to you now. Congratulations. You are a Suncorp Super Netball champion for 2023. How's it feel?
What the hell? This is insane. I don't even know how to feel. I'm just so happy and so excited for this team. Like, this team is so amazing. I couldn't be any more proud.
What was going through your mind in extra time?
Oh my God. Like, I was like, oh, we've got it. Wait, no, wait, yes we do. So, I'm so happy.
You got the result in the end, but at one stage you guys had to orchestrate the comeback, seemingly so in control, but it fell away there. What did the group turn to get the job done?
Yeah, Eleanor brings that real big confidence in our attack line, and her putting up them super shots and just being so confident. It gave everyone else confidence, and then, when it was a mess, I don't really know what we turned to, but it worked. We got there.
It looked pretty physical too. What was it like?
Oh yeah, it was so physical. I think we're a strong team, and we knew that we had to come out real strong today because I knew they would be firing at us, so yeah.
And what's it like being an Adelaide junior coming through the ranks? Did you always want to play for the Thunderbirds and now live out a dream?
Yeah, God, yeah. Always wanted to play for the Thunderbirds, and I feel like it's a dream come true, and this is only the beginning for this team, and I'm so excited for what comes next year and everything else, and yeah.
Bring it on. Lucy Austin, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm with Tippett Dwan here. Tippett, you're a premiership player. You came out in this game and you had so much energy and poise. Tell me how you prepared for this.
Oh, I'm going to get a bit emotional. It's just so amazing, but I'm just so proud of the girls. And, we played the Swifts 3 times in a row, and I think every time we've nailed it. So I'm just so excited.
And talk me through this emotion. What's coming to your mind when you're thinking about it? Is it the team? Is it the performance? Is it your whole career?
Oh, I think just from last year to this year, how much we've grown, how much Eleanor and Lucy bring to the table is just amazing, and I'm so proud of them.
You seem like such a cohesive team that everybody works for each other. Is that what you feel out there?
Oh, definitely. I think I knew we were going to win it tonight. I don't know why. I just had a feeling, but Eleanor brings that winning feeling as well. So I think she's just amazing, and the whole group's amazing, and I'm just so happy.
And Leslie, talk to me about your coaching staff. They seem to have been really calm throughout everything, but have had some great tactics as well. How have you found them throughout the season?
Yeah, it's definitely changed, and my role has changed a lot throughout the season as well. And they've given us a lot of clarity to what our roles are every week. So, and they give us so much belief as well. So credit to them.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic personal game and for the club. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy this win.
Thanks, Em.
And we have another Suncorp Super Netball champion standing with me, Georgie Hodges. Congratulations. How does Suncorp Super Netball champion sit with you?
Wow, it's a bit surreal. I never thought it would happen so soon. So yeah, it's unreal.
What's been the difference this season for the Thunderbirds?
I think we've just grown so much over the years and really connected this year, and we've got some pretty good inputs into the team in Lucy and Eleanor that have helped.
Speaking of your marquee recruit in Eleanor Cardwell, what's she been like playing with?
Yeah, she's a legend. She's got so much international experience, and she just brings so much confidence out there on court. So yeah, bloody legend.
What was it like playing in this grand final in regular time and then extra time for the second time this season?
Yeah, it was crazy. I think we're lucky that we'd had a bit of practice at it, so we knew what was going to happen. But yeah, it was just crazy out there.
What does it mean to the fans who have stuck with the club when there have been some pretty lean years of suffering?
Yeah, we're so thankful for our Pink Army. We've got so many fans here today and then back home watching. So yeah, thank you so much to the Pink Army, and yeah, thank you.
Enjoy this one, Georgie. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, all the colour of the post-match celebrations, terrific interviews from the girls, and now the time to head to centre court, where they're going to eventually get that trophy, and it's Bianca Chatfield to lead us through the presentations.
Wow, what a thrilling game we have witnessed tonight. The two best teams of 2023 leaving absolutely nothing out there on court. I'd like to begin our post-match presentation by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation as the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, and pay our respects to their elders, past and present, extending that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. We started season 2023 at the Suncorp Super Netball with a statement, making the world know we are here. Tonight's match proved a fitting conclusion to a season full of ferocity, power, and undeniable skill. Both teams tonight have had seasons to remember. To compete in Suncorp Super Netball Grand Final is a privilege only some experience, and we commend both teams on making it to the big dance tonight. However, only one team can reign supreme, and tonight, in front of a full house here at John Cain Arena, their first ever Suncorp Super Netball title. Congratulations to the Adelaide Thunderbirds. To get presentations underway, I'd like to welcome Netball Australia board member Gabby Stubbs, Suncorp CEO Insurance Product and Portfolio Lisa Harrison, Visit Victoria Chief Marketing Officer Shay Keenan. As they join up on stage here, I'd like to pass on a big thank you to our principal partner Suncorp, our host partner Visit Victoria, broadcast partner the Foxtel Group, and the great family of league partners, including major partners Nissan, HCF and Origin. They are all fundamental to the growth of the Suncorp Super Netball League and more broadly netball in this country. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to all the people behind the scenes from Netball Australia and all of the Suncorp Super Netball teams. And to all the netball fans here and watching at home, we say thank you. You make this league what it is, week in, week out. It's my great pleasure now to hand over to Visit Victoria Chief Marketing Officer Shay Keenan to say a few words.
What a game we've all just witnessed. I too would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners and pay my respects to elders past and present. I'd also, thank you, like to acknowledge MPs Tim Richardson and Lauren Cuthridge, representing the Minister for Tourism, Sport and Major Events. On behalf of Visit Victoria, I am delighted to be here tonight at this sellout Suncorp Super Netball Grand Final. And what an amazing crowd we have here tonight, a record-breaking crowd here tonight. And it is really a testament to how much Victorians and Melburnians absolutely love major events, sport, and of course, netball. Visit Victoria is incredibly proud of our partnership with Netball Australia that enables us to showcase this great game and our terrific state on a global stage. And we thank Netball Australia for this terrific partnership. And finally, and of course, I would like to say a huge congratulations to these incredible athletes, the Swifts and the Thunderbirds, who have just delivered a grand final for the ages. Congratulations to you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shay. This final series has been one of the biggest yet, with record crowds for the semi, the preliminary finals, as well, of course, as the full house here at John Cain Arena tonight. To start the awards presentation, I would like to call forward Netball Australia board member Gabby Stubbs to present the umpire medals. First up, Josh Bowering. Gemma Cook. And reserve umpire Rachel Eyre. Thank you to every umpire who has officiated across the 2023 season, and to all of our bench officials for the work they have done today and across all of the matches. I would now like to hand over to the Suncorp CEO, Insurance Product and Portfolio, Lisa Harrison, to say a few words.
Thank you. I've got to say it's an absolute privilege to say a few words on behalf of Suncorp, and it was an absolute privilege to be at the match tonight. I want to say a very big thank you to this crowd. You have been absolutely amazing, and the crowds throughout the Suncorp Super Netball season 2023 have equally been fantastic. I want to congratulate both the New South Wales Swifts and the Adelaide Thunderbirds on your incredible season. And I want to say a very big thank you to the athletes across the 8 Super Netball teams. Week in, week out, you inspire us with your skill, your teamwork and your leadership. You're role models on and off the court. And I also want to say a very big thank you to everyone involved in arguably the world's best netball competition. From the coaches, the support staff, the teams, Netball Australia, the players' associations, the officials, and importantly, fans across the country. Thank you very much. And lastly, I want to talk about the Suncorp Super Shot. We saw the incredible skill on display tonight, but also for every Suncorp Super Shot, we donate $100 to the Confident Girls Foundation. So this year we've seen more Suncorp Super Shots than ever before, and we'll be donating close to $70,000 to the Confident Girls Foundation. So lastly, congratulations to the Adelaide Thunderbirds. I hope you enjoy the celebrations.
Incredible, thanks Lisa. It's always wonderful to see Suncorp's continued support of netball and keeping women and girls in the game. I will now welcome Shane Keenan back to the stage to present the Visit Victoria 2023 Player of the Match.
Won't keep you waiting any longer. I'm delighted to announce that the 2023 Visit Victoria Player of the Match is Eleanor Cardwell.
I'd like to welcome their co-captains, Paige Hadley and Maddie Proud, to say a few words.
Firstly, I just want to say how incredible it is to have a packed stadium in a neutral city, to have people from Adelaide, Sydney, we met people from Noosa, we had people from Perth, we had people from all over come to a game like this. So credit to Visit Victoria, to Suncorp, to Netball Australia for putting on such an incredible event. I think that, you know, the extra time, 2 extra times against the Thunderbirds maybe makes up for the half game we had. So we've definitely got our money's worth now. But Thunderbirds, I think you guys have been a class act all season. You've worked hard, you've set the bar, and you definitely deserved it today. So you guys are a force to be reckoned with and will be for a long time to come. I'd also like to thank all the officials, all the game day staff. We know that to put on an event like this, of this calibre and of this sort of enormity, does not go unnoticed, and it's not an easy job. So thank you to everyone that played a role in getting us here today. We'd also like to acknowledge all of our sponsors, mainly, but all of them are equally important, but QBE, our major sponsor, and also everyone at Netball New South Wales that got us here today. We say that it takes a village, and it definitely did, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do without everyone behind the scenes. So thank you to all of our family back in Netball New South Wales.
To our fans, our members, our family, our friends, both in the stadium, both here today and at home. This season has been one hell of a ride. I know we've given a lot of heartaches with our one-goal games, but you guys are the heart and soul of this club, and we couldn't have got here today without you. So thank you for your support, and we'll see you back in 2024. Lastly, but most importantly, to the group of people standing over there and behind me, it has been, I guess, a roller coaster ride. Obviously not the result we wanted today. Our training partners who have flown over, Sammy and Ali, who obviously have been injured throughout this season but have been integral part of our team and have got us here today, and to Bryony and the staff and all the girls. This club is just unreal. To be in our third grand final with this group for the last 5 or so years is just so special. And whilst it's hard today, I couldn't be prouder of your efforts. And we come back bigger and better next year, and enjoy what the season has had. Thank you.
Now it's time to turn our attention to what we've all been waiting for. The Adelaide Thunderbirds supporters in the house tonight. It's time to celebrate your team. Each team member will receive their championship medals from our Woolworths NetSet Go participants. First up, Lucy Austin.
to thank Netball Australia, all the officials, everyone behind the scenes, umpires, putting on a great season and a great day today. So thank you very much to everyone that's made this happen. Thanks to Suncorp and all the sponsors. You guys make this show run, so we couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much for investing in netball, because these little girls that just come up on stage are going to be superstars one day as well. So thank you. Thank you to every single supporter that's come out today, Swifts or T-Birds, or if you're a mutual supporter. You guys packed this crowd out and made it something that it's very special to play in front of. I'd like to thank our sponsors, so our charity partner, the Hospital Research Foundation Group, our major partners, Mazda and Origin, and Nippies, who's been with us since the start for 20 years. So thank you very much for your support. I'd like to thank our board and all the Minister of Sport as well for your work and everything you've done in the last couple of weeks as well with the new announcements. So thank you very much for investing in netball. To the Swifts, you guys are an amazing outfit. You have been the pinnacle of this sport before. We've been chasing your dream, and you guys will definitely be back out there. To Mads and Paige, you guys lead the girls so well. Bryony, you're an amazing coach. We look up to you, so thank you very much for everything this season. To all of the families and the players, you guys make our job easy. You put up with us, you push us all the way, so thank you very much for pushing us to become the best individuals we can be and best teammates we can be. We love you all. To the Pink Army, geez. You guys are something special. You get behind us no matter what. We love you this much. This is for you as much as it is for us. And to the team over here in pink, to our coaches, to our support staff, to all the players, to everyone, we bloody did it. What the hell?
To hand over the trophy to our 2023 premiers, I invite back Suncorp CEO, Insurance Product and Profile, Lisa Harrison. Congratulations to our 2023 Suncorp Super Netball champions.
Well, there you go. Absolute scenes of jubilation, isn't it, for the Adelaide Thunderbirds? They've been wanting this so desperately, and they played with the passion, didn't they? And it got them across the line. Their first Suncorp Super Netball title. And here's something to ponder, Catherine Cox. They will get to defend it on home turf in 2024.
I've thought about that a lot since the end of this game. How special will that be for this group of players? Look at the smiles on the faces. Dare I say there is going to be some celebrating late into the night tonight. That Pink Army will be right behind them again.
Eleanor Cardwell, the MVP of the grand final. It just gets better and better for her. They are the 5th team in Suncorp Super Netball now to have a title to their name since the inception of this competition. And there's 2 Jamaican faces that we will see at the World Cup. And gee, haven't they now got a bit more confidence?
What a moment. Latanya Wilson got hold of the trophy. I wonder if she's going to put that down again. the rest of this night. Such a special moment for these players. Nice to see the inclusion of the training partners, the staff that have got them across the line. As they were just saying before, it takes a village to look after a team like the Adelaide Thunderbirds or any of the teams playing in the Suncorp Super Netball, and there they all are being recognised for what's been a phenomenal 2023 season.
Hard to get the smile off your face. Why don't we take a look at our Woolworths full-time highlights, because this will remind you just what happened in extra time. Of course, it started, Kath, with Shamira Sterling.
Shamira Sterling turning up the volume when she needed to with that screaming intercept outside of the circle. Then it was Elle Cardwell, the pressure shot, the Suncorp super shot to give them the 2-point buffer, and then the maturity shown here by the Adelaide Thunderbirds to use up the seconds onto the clock, milk it down a little, and then the youngster again, Lucy Austin, nails it and seals the deal from the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
Kath, so much was spoken about this game when it came down to the numbers. Statistically, the best defensive side in the league against a side that can attack and really hurt in the super shot period. Let's walk through the match summaries for one last time in season 2023.
Well, super impressed with the shooting accuracy in a pressure cooker like a grand final. The gains, 6 more to the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Impressed also with the cleanliness of that contest, the 51 penalties. Both sides, the turnovers relatively low considering it is a grand final. And the miss and net points, well, of course, in favour of the Adelaide Thunderbirds, given so many of their superstars stood up in this game tonight.
So they are the title holders and they join a fairly prestigious list. The Adelaide Thunderbirds in 2023 take the trophy home, and they'll do it with smiles on their faces. Look at it, they join a fairly impressive list.
Certainly is. The Sunshine Coast Lightning with the couple back-to-back, and now that is the job with the Adelaide Thunderbirds. They'd love to bookend this ladder. They'll get the opportunity next year at home, as you mentioned, Sue Gordon. The first bit of pink we've seen on this Suncorp Super Netball Champions list, and I feel like there's going to be plenty more of it to come.
A very, very happy Adelaide Thunderbirds. Well, there's still so much more to talk about and so many people we still want to speak to. When we come back after the break, we're going to grab the winning coach and we're going to talk all things 2023 Grand Final. Today, here in Melbourne, it was all about the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
But box office entertainment on Fox Netball tonight. We have had our first grand final go into extra time, and in the end the Adelaide Thunderbirds were able to hold on by a single goal and clinch their maiden premiership in Suncorp Super Netball. 60-59 the score at full time, and in doing so the team fulfilled a fairy tale so many hoped to see, but so few truly believed. I tell you who did believe, that is their coach Tanya Ops, Kath Cox, Emily Beaton. I want to come to you for your thoughts in just a moment, but our exclusive reaction continues here in our post-game show. It's time now to hear from the coach in our post-match interview, brought to you by the all-new Nissan Qashqai. Here's to Sue.
Tanya Ops, what a moment for Adelaide. What a moment for you as coach. What's the first words that come to mind?
Oh, unbelievable. You know, just I'm so proud of that team, and you know, I think we played close to perfect netball in the first half, but I just knew that Swifts would come back and to win it like we did. I'm just so proud.
The crowd was phenomenal. There were so many people from Adelaide that came across. How much does that please you?
Yeah, that is fantastic. You know, there was people who had got their tickets even before we'd made it, which, you know, was a sign that they wanted to see a good netball match. And you know, when we got here, it's the support that we've had in Adelaide has been fantastic. You know, we're walking down the street, the supermarket man, you know, it has been fantastic. And, you know, thank you to our Adelaide fans and our family that have travelled over, and support us back home. We'll see you on Monday.
If you don't mind, I want to take you back to the start of the game just quickly, because we spoke pre-game. It's all about belief, you said, but it's been happening all year. How impressed were you with the way they started?
I don't think we've played a better half of netball in my time as Thunderbirds coach. I thought we were close to perfect, not that we're searching for perfection, but I thought we were so clinical with the ball and just so tuned in, and our start was absolutely amazing.
13-8 in the third quarter. Was it making you nervous? Because they came hard, the Swifts.
Look, the Swifts are a classy outfit and they never give in, and we knew that we were going to have to fight it to the death and have extra time again. So, I think if we just, I knew and I trusted that we could stick to our processes, and we got there in the end.
Talking of extra time, do you reflect back sort of 2 weeks ago and go, what a privilege that we got that experience in? Because God forbid that happens on grand final day and you don't know how to cope with it.
Yeah, very true. We had sort of spoken about what it looks like and how we were going to play that out, and I suppose we went in different circumstances, 2 weeks ago, but it was about just, nutting it out and grinding it out, and at the end of the day, that was all about heart at the end.
Tan, you've been on a journey. It's your second stint in this job. The weight of the world was put on your shoulders 5 years ago. You had a plan. You're standing here now as a premiership coach, mate. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's actually making me a little bit emotional, Gordy. Club was not in great shape. Really had a plan, had a couple of years of COVID, which maybe, pushed us back a couple of years, but just really pleased that, we were able to stick it out, and then, these things are really hard to come by. But I just knew if we could get to finals, that we could make a difference, and we have.
What about your coaching stuff? You brought Neville in, a genius alongside you. You had to kind of manage her. But what about Kathy Fellows as well? She's the unsung hero at times, isn't she? The three of you have been exceptional this year.
Yeah, look, very, very spoilt with my assistant coaches. Bringing them in, we had a plan. I had a plan. It allowed me to play a slightly different role to what I had, and Kathy has been unbelievable with our defence end and the work that she's put in, and she leaves no stone unturned. And Tracy is a tactical sort of genius, and we've had a bit of fun along the way as well. So so pleased for them that we've got this reward.
Just finally, Suncorp Super Netball. It is the best competition in the world when it comes to our game. And some of the best international talent sits in your side, from Sterling to Latanya Wilson, and then Cardwell's performance today. You must be blessed.
Yeah, look, very, very happy. Shamira and Laddie obviously been here a couple of years, and Eleanor, it's like she's been here for longer than the one season. Her inclusion into our team, her character, and the belief that she's brought to our young forward line has been sensational, and she was brilliant today.
Tan, enjoy the drinks and wear that medal with absolute pride. You deserve it. Well done.
Thanks, Gordy. It's not coming off.
You certainly can't blame premiership coach, ladies, Tanya Ops, for not wanting to take that premiership medal off. She said that her team played the best half of netball that she's seen in her 5 years at the helm of that club, under so much pressure when she took the reins. Kath, when we think about the beginning, the first centre pass, getting into the Thunderbirds attack, what was working so well through that whole line?
I 100% agree with her, and that's exactly why I asked her that at the half-time. She didn't give that away then, though, did she? She kept it all contained. But I love the way they started this lineup with the captain, Hannah Petty, in the middle, Georgie Horges. I thought Tipper Dwan was outstanding in that opening half. She attacked the post. She didn't just let Cardwell do all the work, but also Petty really controlled. They had the ball on a string in this first quarter, pinging, and they had plenty of options, and it really just left the New South Wales Swifts defence on the back foot.
So while we celebrate the win with the Thunderbirds, and they will go back to Adelaide with that premiership trophy for the first time in 10 years, of course it marks the end of the road for the New South Wales Swifts, and their coach is standing by with Sue.
Well, Bryony Akel, these are probably some of the toughest moments when you've got to stand in front of a camera and do this. I can see the emotion in your eyes, and it's worth it. I'll tell you why. I'm going to start by saying congratulations. You got a chance to play in your third premiership in 5 years, and you almost did it. An extra time game. I know it's tough, but you must be proud.
Oh, I'm so proud. I just reflect even now in the last 5 minutes, the fact that we brought it back.
And, you know, as a coach, I couldn't be more proud of a team in a grand final under the heat of the pressure, and that we brought it back for a contest because it could have easily gone the other way.
Yeah, and that's the way the game was early on. They were struggling to find the momentum, even the confidence at time. You've been very good at, when I say throwing the bibs up in the air through the season, but with purpose. But they got there, didn't they, in the end?
Yeah, they absolutely did. And I think, you know, it has worked for us bringing the bench on, and I'm proud of everyone that came on and took the challenge on. And, you know, Thunderbirds were just too good in the end.
Extra time. Do you like it? Not?
Oh, I think you've got to love it. This is sport, isn't it? And this makes the wins as great as they are. When you win your premiership, you know that feeling and you want it back. And you got to take these moments, and it's part of sport, and it's tough and it hurts and all of that. But, you know, just to get here, it's that cliche, but I'm proud of them. It's been a tough year. You know, every team can win this. So, yeah.
Can you share with us what you said to the team? You know, those words must be hard for any coach in a big loss. What were the words that came to your mouth when you had to speak to them after that?
Yeah, I think it was about just getting them connected again and knowing that we didn't come away with a win, but being proud of what we did achieve. And, you know, it's hard in those moments to even believe in that, but to get their eye contact and let them know that, you know, as coaches we win and we lose together, and that's as simple as it gets.
Yeah, it is. It's the job, isn't it? We heard your co-captains thanking your New South Wales fans. They were phenomenal here today, weren't they?
Oh, what an atmosphere, you know. We're not in Adelaide, we're not in Sydney, but to have these great fans from Adelaide and Sydney turn up, spend their hard-earned money to come and watch this great sport, you know, it's fantastic.
What about the team behind you? How impressive have they been this year? Natalie Avellino, that sits alongside you as assistant coach, and then the depth of your high-performance staff. Talk me through that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, the head coach gets a kudos if you win, but, you know, we've got this great team around us that, you know, do everything in their power to get these girls over the line. And, you know, Nat's done a great job in that shooting circle this year, but let's hope we can do one better next year.
Well, there is always next year, and that's the thing, and you're still contracted to do just that. I'm sure the Swifts will be there. I know you'll have time to go and reflect and review this game, and this is a tough question, and I don't know whether you'll be able to answer it. But right here, right now, is there anything that you might have done different to get a different result?
That's tough. I don't know if I can answer that in the honest moment. I think it took a long time. It took us 30 minutes to get that touch of, you know, that glimmer of thinking that we can do it, and that belief. And, you know, I think Thunderbirds created that pressure and that tension. And, you know, if we could take that time back, it's probably self-belief to go, come on, let's kickstart this sooner than, leaving it to the last 30 minutes.
I want to highlight Paige Hadley. I thought she was a little quiet early on. You took her to the side of the court, and then when she came back on, it was like something clicked into gear and she started to really generate some energy. What did you think of her game today?
Oh, I thought she had a great captain's run, didn't she, in terms of just her leadership out there. I think once we got a few turnovers and that shift in mindset that we can do this, she led the charge. She was trying to hit that circle edge, knew the defence that she had to get through. And she executed, and I couldn't be more proud of her. She's the bones of this club, and she just exudes that.
The last one for you before I know you've got to go and do other duties and let this all just sink in. Romelda Aiken-George, she's been the story of the Swifts, whether she liked it or not all year. You were the mastermind behind bringing her to the team. It doesn't pan out for her, but what a season, what a story for her.
Oh, what a season for her. I said to her walking down the corridors yesterday, 12 months ago, who would have thought this was a dream for you? And she's got us here, you know, even just her leadership on and off the court, to come back after having a baby. You know, Gigi was 3 months old when she came, she's nearly 12 months old. So hats off to her, amazing human.
Bri, I know it's a tough day. You made a grand final, it didn't go your way, but well done anyhow.
Thank you.
And we appreciate Bryony Akel giving us the access and the time in our exclusive post-game show tonight on Fox Netball. Kath and Em, Bryony mentioned the glimmer of hope that kicked into gear. They took the lead for the first time with 7 minutes to go, and all of a sudden, flashes of last week's thrilling win over the West Coast Fever, knocking them out of the prelim, come screaming to mind. But Kath, did it begin in the third quarter?
Well, they were down by 9 in that third quarter, so to turn it around and do it so quickly, spot on with what Bryony Akel said, though. It was that second half, and that's when the Adelaide Thunderbirds normally step up and deliver. So they kept them really quiet. It was the defensive stuff that picked up. But I love the injection of Gorman Brown in this game, and as she mentioned, Paige Hadley, and Maddie Proud, both the captains, really stepping up and having captains' games in those moments. Of course, Aiken George did what she needed to do. Helen Housby ending with 8 from 10 Suncorp super shots as well.
Ladies, our Origin Good Chain moment of our 2023 decider has got to be Shamira Sterling. Yeah, she's known for her deflections. Yes, she's known for her gains, and she had some intercepts tonight, but were any as important as the one in extra time?
She is just huge in those clutch moments. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I've been yelling so much today, but when she came through with that intercept, I think the whole Thunderbirds fan base just collectively screamed. And what she did for her team was basically seal a premiership. It does not get better or bigger than that.
Absolutely agree with her. I mean, she's just that superstar player, isn't she? And I kept saying that in that second quarter, in that second half in commentary. Someone's got to step up. It's got to be Shamira Sterling, and then she just waits till right at the end to make it nice and juicy for us, doesn't she?
Well, let's check in with one of Shamira's. These are fantastic pictures coming to us exclusively on Fox Netball. She will not put that trophy down, nor should she. After 5 long, lean years of suffering, she finally has a championship next to her name up in lights. Let's hear from Bianca Chatfield now.
Well, I'm here with Hannah Petty's family, and can you believe it? Pretty much the whole hometown of the Pettys. Hannah, how many family members, friends, and everyone from your hometown in Woodnup do you have here?
Oh, I don't know if we reached 50 today, but we were very, very close, and I know everyone's back home celebrating, and they got around to TV, and I'm sure that's what everyone's family just did around SA as well.
Of course they would be. Now, introduce me to your mum and dad, because they're obviously very proud of you, but they've done a lot of the hard work to bring the whole community here today.
Yeah, they have. Mum and dad back here, they have done a truckload of work, driving 6 hours every weekend up and back. So thanks, mum and dad. This one's for you, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and everyone else here as well.
Well, I'm going to go to you, Karen, first. How proud are you of your daughter?
Very proud, yeah. Just so pleased that they've finally, after all these years, made it to finals for a start. We just wanted her to play one finals game, but to make it all the way and then get over in a game like that, I thought they'd lost it about 3 times, and then, oh my God, I can't believe they got it back. Yeah, it was unreal.
And what about you, Dad Simon? How nervous were you before the game?
Yeah, I'm not good with nerves at all. How did you pick that up?
I could just sense it on your face.
No, it was a long last quarter, that's for sure.
And plenty of celebrations to the Petty clan tonight? Yeah! Back to you, Han.
Karen and Simon Petty, they've got to be the proudest parents on the planet tonight. Hannah Petty becomes a premiership player for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Their son Harrison is a premiership player for the Melbourne Demons in the AFL from back in 2021. But as 2023, ladies, comes to a close, this is your last chance to get your entries to Suncorp's competition to win a season 2024 family membership. Now, you can get your entries in before midnight tonight and show Suncorp why netball is important to you. Now, whether it's valuable life skills you've learned along the way, the community spirit and support of your clubs and teammates, maybe it's a multi-generational love of netball within your family, or simply just the love of the game. These moments are all about showcasing it's not just about winning, it's about every girl's end game. And you can enter right now using that QR code on screen. Kath, I'll come to you first. We have just seen a team achieve a massive goal for the players, the club more broadly, and of course the fans watching at home. How big of a moment is that for them?
It's a massive one, but for me, that's not their end game. There was an announcement this week that they would be hosting a grand final next year. That, to me, has become the new Adelaide Thunderbirds end game, but the confidence they will now take into season 2024, doing it alongside teammates they clearly love and enjoy playing the game that we all love so much too.
South Australian Premier Peter Malinauskas doing his best to help the Adelaide Thunderbirds become maybe the first team in Suncorp Super Netball history since the Sunshine Coast Lightning to go back-to-back. And we know that winning is the ultimate goal when you're playing at a professional level, but beyond that, what would you say your favourite thing about netball is?
Look, netball brings so much to us, and Kathy talked about the love for the teammates that the Adelaide Thunderbirds has, and we've all formed so many friendships playing netball that we've held for so many years. The things that bond you as an athlete, the hard work that you do together, the wins, the losses, the resilience that you build, and doing that with other people makes it way more special.
We may have seen the last of our stars in Suncorp Super Netball, but plenty of them will be back on court and in the green and gold in just a matter of weeks' time. The Australian Diamonds coach Stacey Marinkovic joins us next as we look ahead to the Netball World.
a take from my mind. Look at the pirouette. He lands it.
Oh, this Turner and Clow are having fun out there. Gets a Falcon for a trouble.
Someone is going on the highlight reel and will be shown time and time again.
It's really loud.
I think Shamira Sterling is going to keep on smiling long into the night, isn't she? Because she is officially a Suncorp Super Netball Premiership player. Thank you so much for sticking around for our exclusive post-game show. Stacey Marinkovic, we have the Australian Diamonds coach alongside us. Wonderful to see you and so great to have you here at the grand final. Firstly, congratulations on your contract extension. But when you are watching the grand final unfold and go into extra time like we all are, what are you thinking?
Oh, what a spectacle for the sport. I thought you saw the individual battles heat up. I thought it got a bit more physical. There was a lot more, obviously, on the line. But that's what you wanted, a pressure cooker moment. Who can stand up? What team rises? And you had that right until the last second.
Now, did you have your notebook out? Because there was so much research to be done in that game. Some international superstars on show that we're no doubt going to come up against again in the World Cup.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Suncorp Super Netball, having those international athletes. That's what we want. We want to be able to see the best. And yeah, I'll definitely be looking close at it, as I have been all season. So there's a part that I've got to focus on them, but right here, right now, I've got to focus on our group, and we've got to get the improvement we need in this quick build that we've got.
Shamira Sterling, Stacey, we're seeing some highlights of her on screen now. As a tactical mind from a Diamonds perspective, when you watch her game plan, are there vulnerabilities or weaknesses there that you can look to exploit or get on top of at the end of July?
Yeah, I think, you know, they've got athleticism, obviously, but I think for us it'll be the unit and how we can move the ball and get it to that circle and get it with some speed. They're obviously good in the air. It doesn't mean you can't go there, but we've got to go with some pace. So, yeah, we'll be working as a complete unit and not just centering around just a goal shooter, goalkeeper battle.
Well, also said you were keeping an eye on the battle down the other end with Sarah Clow and yeah, we all loved it, didn't we? Talk to us about what happens now. You're obviously going to get hold of your whole team. You've had them in fits and starts. What happens now, preparation going forward?
Monday we have our induction, which is great. We all come in. Obviously the girls that played tonight won't hit the court straight away, but then we're on and starting doing everything on Tuesday. So I'm ramping up. I'm excited. I'm back on court side, and the girls that have actually come into the group after finishing their Suncorp Super Netball is, you know, they're excited. So we've got to balance the excitement, just making sure we don't overload them because it's been huge. They're huge battles out there, and yeah, we've just got to go step by step and be ready for first game.
Well, Stacey, you have all of Australia right behind you. We wish you safe travels over to Cape Town in South Africa and all the best of luck. We'll be cheering you here from Australian shores.
Thanks very much.
And you can help farewell our Australian Diamonds on July 16. You can go and send them off from the Waverley Netball Centre, but you do need to register for that event. You can meet the players, meet the coaches, and get involved in a bunch of clubhouse experiences. But Kath, Zimbabwe is the first team on our ticket. Then we take on Tonga and Fiji. How are you feeling about the early stages of the pool cup?
Yeah, I have absolutely no issues with any of those sides Australia's going to face. I think it's a real opportunity to get as many players out on court, to give them a touch of the World Cup and get them ready for when we hit the finals.
Well, of course, Fox Netball is the only place that you can watch every single game of the 2023 Netball World Cup live from South Africa. But Kath, for the last time of the Suncorp Super Netball season, that is all we have time for tonight. Thank you to our entire crew in front and behind the camera, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. And to you, our audience, thank you for your loyal company this season. We have loved sharing the action with you. We will see you again in a few weeks' time for the World Cup, but until then, the Premiership Trophy is finally headed back to Adelaide after 10 long years. Congratulations to our 2023 Suncorp Super Netball champions, the Adelaide Thunderbirds.